And since it's holiday time, rocking around the Christmas tree on a happy Thursday night. You got Bleacher Report. You know how they do that cartoon every once in a while? This you got to see it. Just go to Bleacher Report and look up what they've done now. That is hilarious. Uh, well, let's get into this. It's poor Gino time again. Gino. And matter of fact, our resident Hawks fan who likes to run in here and say little snide, silly things. GD, why do you call yourself GD? Why don't you call yourself Gino D? I just realized. Fam, again, for the last 3 out of 4 NFL seasons, the Niners are doing battle down to the wire versus either the Hawks or the Rams for the division, playoff seeding, and everything else. You know what? No matter how much we whine and complain about this and that and this and that, we be in it, boy. We be in it. Now, can we just win it? I know. That's the thing. Hawks, you can't, as I say, this time for the second time in that 4-season span, Seattle is the NFC West competitor. San Francisco does need to eliminate. This Thursday night could be the night when the Niners put the Hawks in the rearview mirror and out of their misery for the 2022 season. Oh, wouldn't it be fitting, fam, after all these years of having to put up with that mess and going into Seattle knowing damn well we're going to get cheated because officials were sitting, you can see the officials driving out of their driveways in residences in the greater Seattle area. So, we were already beat before the game even started. Bizarre, outrageous calls constantly from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. And everybody sitting around, you guys always complaining about the officiating. So, as long as you're going to do that, you're going to make yourself miserable. Because, see, watching that game this past Sunday, the officials, I don't know, maybe Russell Wilson was paying those people off in the past, but the officials were beating. They cheated the Hawks, I remember, on 2 different occasions. I was delighted. The officials did a number on the Hawks. What? I didn't see it. I saw it. But I don't care. I'm glad. I hope you continue to get abused because that year when the officials said, well, we're not going to call holding on if we call holding on the Hawks on every play, we'll be blowing our whistle on every other play. Well, shit. What kind of reasoning is that? So anyway, those days are over. So tonight, on the eve of what could be a glorious night, Wanted. Your predictions for the Niners versus Hawks in this potential division clinching Week 15 contest. It would mean a 2-0, wait for it, bam, a 2-0-2-2 season sweep. Fam, this has happened. You have to go back into Brian Culp. Give me I know it was way back. Was it in the 80s or the 90s that we swept the Seahawks? It's been a long damn time. Anyway, we'll see you on the phone for that. But the thing is, you know about Debo, right? Yeah, we talked about this already, didn't we? It's a knee and an ankle. Anyway, let me get right into this so I can get rid of the phone. Fam, the Niners will be trying to clinch NFC West with their 7th consecutive victory when they visit division rival Seahawks come tomorrow night. TNF, the good guys of whom are 9-4, cruise to a 27-7 home win against Seattle in Week 2. Currently lead the Seahawks, who are 7-6, as they're about to become 500 after they went through a house of fire there for a minute by 2 games with 4 remaining. I know, right? Do the math on that. It makes you crazy. See, because the 49ers win tomorrow, 49ers can kick back, relax. They better not. But you still need to get seeding for the rest of the NFC West, and you want to be able to see if you can get past, if you can leapfrog the Minnesota Vikings. That would be a nice thing and become number 2. Because fact of the matter is, as I watched yesterday, I'm telling you right now, and don't laugh at me, but listen, Detroit looks like they're heading for the playoffs. Now, I don't want to see them in the first round. Detroit, All them draft picks, all them years, that offensive line looks tough. Jared Goff has been resurrected and reborn. They've got that kid they just got made his debut the other day. God, Jesus Christ, who is that? So let the Eagles have somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. Seattle's coming off its third loss in 4 contests, a 30-24 home beatdown versus Carolina. I said a 30-24 beatdown versus Carolina. The Niners are a 3.5 favorite in the latest Niners versus Hawks odds. That's from Caesars Sportsbook. Meanwhile, the over-under for total points is 43.5. Let me share some predictions and betting advice from Sports Line's advanced computer model. I look at that often because they're doing a pretty good job this year. Their model earnings week 15 of the season on an incredible 157 to 113 run on top rated NFL picks that dates back to 2017 when Kyle first got it. The model is also a sizzling 21-5 on straight up NFL picks over the past 2 weeks. I know it ain't a long time, but still, that's tough to do. Even Bozzini would have to be impressed with that. What does the model say about the Niners versus Hawks? The model knows Purdy has completed 70.7% of his pass attempts with 4 TDs and 1 INT since replacing JG in Week 13. That's why I keep asking the question, who is this guy? Glock P became the first... Glock... It's so easy to play with his name. Glock P became the first quarterback since Mark Bulger in 2002 to record a passer rating of at least 130, 2 TD tosses and a rushing score in his first career start. Bam! What? And then those weren't no weak defenses either. Granted, Tampa Bay didn't lose Vita Vea. Granted, they played Monday night. They might have been a little bit winded. What was wrong with Miami? That's a fast defense. They're not especially physical, but they are fast. What's that guy that comes up the middle every snap and is usually back with the ball? See, they got dudes. The model is also aware that the Sea Softies have struggled against the run, ranking 31st at 160.5 yards allowed per game, causing Coach Peter Carroll's chewing gum bill to soar in his last few weeks. The Sea Wimps have yielded an NFL worst average of 209.5 yards over the last 4 contests. If you think that's going to change tomorrow night, Hawks, boy, that's all we going to do is run y'all. We going to run you till we see your tongue hanging out. And then you go catch, and they'll give the ball to Christian McCaffrey. I might have TDP in the game tomorrow. That boy goes about as heavy as Jordan Mason. So I got 500 pounds or so rushing at that ass. Both of them can run, too. But Geno Smith has thrown at least 2 TDs in 7 consecutive games and 11 of his 13 outings this season. Not bad. To give you a feel of the betting climate surrounding this game, let's take a look at a few odds and betting lines for Hawks versus Niners. Spread, San Francisco 3.5. Over under 43.5. The money line, San Francisco 190. Minus 190, Seattle, plus 158. Don't even go there. Niners are 2-8-1 against the spread in their last 11 games in Seattle. Yeah, I'm ashamed. You know what, though? We had to go through that in order to appreciate these moments that are coming up in the days ahead. I don't care. Hawks, laugh all you want to. It's over. I told you that 2 years ago. As for the Sea Sillies, Hawks are 8-2-2 ATS. That's against the spread, of course. I know, right? They've been doing well. Okay, I ain't taking nothing away from them, but they're done. We own this division now. And when we don't own it, it's the only reason we'll not own it in the days ahead and the years to come is because we're either sick or something wrong. But they can't just beat us no more. Not now. And they did that against the spread in their last 12 Thursday contests. So, as I say, fabulous. Let's end that tomorrow evening, shall we? Glock P is dealing with an oblique rib injury and won't have Debo at his disposal in the upcoming episode of TNF, but will be armed in the backfield by dual threat Christian otherwise known Mrs. McCaffrey's boy. CMC posted, or should I say C-Max, he posted his first 100-yard rushing performance since week 3 with the Panthers as he gained 119 yards in a win against Tampa Bay just a few days ago. Mrs. McCaffrey's baby boy ran for a TD and 2 catches. The boy just you got to just keep writing in the stat sheet. He just keeps you busy the whole game. Oh, my God. 2 catches, 34 yards, and a score, giving him 3 rushing and 3 receiving TDs in 7 games with the Niners. Do you think McCaffrey understands the deep offense yet? Well, wait till he does. Oh, I like this dude. B.A. had his career-high 17-game reception for the Niners, which is 8th in scoring, 24.4 points, and 9th in total offense, 361.5 yards. But to be fair, there are a few good things that can be said about the Hawks as well. A couple more things. The best way to serve hawk meat is to beat it for like 2 hours until it's soft, and then you throw it in the skillet with some butter, a little salt and pepper on it. Don't get crazy with the seasoning, and it should be a good treat. Seattle may be slumping, but its last 3 losses and 5 of the 6 this season have been just by 1 possession. Okay. It now seems that parting ways with Little Russie during the offseason has proven to be the right decision as Sierra's hubby ranks 27th. And you know how many places there are in the league, right? Russie ranks 27th in the NFL with a passer rating of 85. That's it. And there have been some days when he was below that. while Gino had said, I can handle it, man. Don't worry about Russ. I got this. Okay. He's 3rd at 106.8. As bad as he's looked the last couple of games, his average must have been way up there before the last couple of weeks. I guess he's fallen down to 3rd place at 106.8. I wasn't even paying any attention to him. Gino is 4th in the league with 25 TD tosses and 6th with 3,433 yards. He will reach 4,000 yards apparently this year for an offense that ranks 6th in scoring at 26.3 points. Keep in mind, Gino has a superb pair of receivers to target in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, who I wanted so badly that year in the draft, but he did go to Seattle, so fine, we'll beat his ass over there, no problem. Both of those guys are on pace for 1,000-yard seasons. Again, make no mistake, fam. All kidding aside, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett will kill you if you're not careful. This is why the best defense in the league will be challenged to some degree, at least, unless we can beat you know what? Gino made some mistakes in that game against the Panthers were really crazy, and I think that was because the Panthers poured it on his butt. Boy, Gino was throwing the ball in weird places and everything else. This is what happens. I don't care who you are. You saw it with Brady. You saw it with Tua. There is no quarterback. Rodgers is famous for this. There is no such thing as a quarterback. He doesn't need any protection. That's the difference between a super quarterback and the rest of these wannabes out here. Oh, that is such a confused and ridiculous thing to say, and people say it all the time, but it is not true. Gino was under siege by the Panthers, and that's why he looked like he did pretty much against the Panthers. And the only reason why, he was out there throwing INTs. I think there's one pick six too. One of them were picks. Well, I think they scored both on both. But Lockett leads the Hawks with 896 yards and 8 TDs on 71 receptions, while Metcalf has made a team-high 72 catches for 869 yards and 6 scores. Fam, my feeling at this hour is that there is no advantage for either team as far as freshness or fatigue coming into this particular Thursday night because both teams played on Sunday. 49ers might have a little momentum on their side, if anything, while the Hawks are desperately trying to keep themselves in this picture. I doubt the Hawks can improve their run defense in 3 days, however. They did get ran on. Meanwhile, the Panthers' D is not better than the 49ers. I'm just taking all these things that are just, clearly they're not speculation, they're not opinion, they are what they are. If you've already watched that game, that final score wasn't really indicative of the Panthers controlling that game. So I'm saying right now, and normally I try not to do this because every time I do this, it causes us to lose. I'm saying 31-10 49ers. The 49er defense will take their foot off the brakes. And I figure take the foot off the gas probably somewhere midway through the third quarter. I think D'Amico is going to see that he can control the Hawks anytime he wants to, whereas I don't think Pete Carroll, be careful about Pete Carroll, though. Pete Carroll's, he's a brilliant dude, I hate to tell you, but he is. One thing that Purdy has not experienced yet, he got the bums rush from Tampa Bay, okay? That Tua, the Miami Dolphins, I'm not sure what they were trying to do, but that didn't work either. But I do know that Tampa Bay was going to try to rush his brains out and see if they could frazzle him. Pete Carroll, looking at both those examples, now we're going to see Glock go through a third test. And they've got some cornerbacks with, what's that guy's name, Woolen? That dude is 6'4" and runs a 4.2. I did see some amazing things from that dude. So the Hawks got a defense they're going to build. It's going to take them a couple of years, but they've got some pieces out there that will kill you if you're not careful. But I don't think the way Kyle Shanahan schemes up his offense that they're going to be able to really get to Glock in this particular game either. So we'll see what happens. 31-10 is my score. And now I want to know what you're thinking. Amplify on what you got to say and tell me what you think is going to be as we get ready to go into what we usually do on Friday night right now. And I see over here Ryan Watkins. Thanks, Ryan. 27-10 Niners. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Captain Rex, what's up, fam? Seahawks will be fighting for their season tomorrow. Refs will be throwing flags everywhere in favor of Seattle. Hey, Captain, I'm telling you right now, the refs, I don't know if the Seahawks are paying the ref bill or not, but they got jobbed. There were some things they should have called for Seattle in that game again. Watch it if you haven't. Unfortunately, I believe the Hawks win 24-20. All right, Captain, you hold on to that. It's okay. A lot of us, Brian and I were scared to death about these guys all before the season even started. I think we had a split with the Hawks this season as well. I don't see it now, though. The 49ers defense is just too tough. They're just too tough. Robert Stavin, Purdy, 3 TDs. C McC, 2 TDs. 49ers win. 38-9. Defense, 2 INTs. Bobo says 49ers. 31, Hawks 16. Sweeping this team will make my Christmas yours and mine both. I don't care if I don't get a damn thing else for Christmas. Just sweep the Hawks for the first time in God knows how long it's been. They have beaten us something like 17 out of the last 22 games. We need to return the friggin' favor. He didn't say that, but I'm saying it. Oh, it's emotional playing them people, man. I'm telling you right now. Captain Rex, Ken Walker will be back tomorrow. Huge for Seattle. Yeah, I heard about that. But Eric Armstead's back. I ain't worried about it. I do. You know what? Who do we have in the middle stopping the run? Eric and who's the big guy next to Eric now, though? Because when we had Gibbons, we haven't not allowed. Captain Rex, the 49ers have not allowed over 60 yards to any running back this year. I don't think Ken Walker's the best running back we've seen this year. And you know what? We saw that some of those running backs getting over before Eric got back. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of no Ken Walker. Eric goes 618. Hello. 618. Come on in, 618, 618.
Hey, Ronbo, It's me. My number changed. It's Edmund.
Your voice is for me. Who is this?
It's Edmund.
Edmund. Oh, Edmund. Put Edmund down. 618 area code. Edmund, get in here, man. Talk some sense into me, man. I think we could win this game. But, you just look at the things out there that are obvious. Am I missing anything? What are you thinking?
You're missing a lot.
Okay. Put me in my place, please.
Well, it ain't nothing like that, Ronbo. I'm just gonna give you some things to think about. Number one, we've lost 8 of our last 10 in Seattle. So that's the first thing.
You had to point that out.
They know how to play us there. Yeah, it's a funny thing, right? We've had really good teams.
Go in there and get a whooping.
We've had, it's a weird thing. So I'll be honest, Ronbo. It's a Thursday night game, and funny things happen on Thursday night all the time.
They're not funny though, Edmund. They're usually not funny, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. So I expect them to play us tough. And to me, I know how it looks. You got one team coming in on a roll. That's us. You got the other team basically
Backpedaler.
the exact opposite, right? I mean, they gave up 576 to the Raiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
They give up a whole bunch of rushing yards to the Panthers, right? But I'm telling you right now, if you think
they'll play us.
Seattle is going to be that version, they're going to be better than that, all right? Because that's just how they've always played. Do you remember last year was similar? Remember they were rebuilding basically last year, and we went in there high and mighty, and
Yeah.
we got beat. And I don't know what it is
It made
about
no
that play.
sense. It made no sense. That's why I was
It
laying on the
doesn't.
floor, face down, just beating my ass. I then went in a fetal position before I went to bed. What is wrong with you 49ers? Why does that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Evan. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. I'm okay.
And
I'm okay.
and I also want to say, let's everybody relax on Brock Purdy, okay?
Yeah.
Ronbo, I watched Brock Purdy in college. I loved him in college. I was happy when we drafted him because what he is he's a gamer, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to wow you with arm strength. He's not going to make Trey Lance throws. He's not going to have Jimmy's quick release, but he's going to do some things that help him move the offense down the field slowly but surely. But listen, to me, this is what I would do if I was Seattle. Now, I don't know if they're going to do it, but this is what I would do. I play two-man under pretty much the entire game. My safeties are shading Kittle and IU. I'm going to make everybody else beat me. Like, I'm going to make Brock Purdy, with his limited arm strength, like I know a lot of people, he threw deep touchdown pass. Okay, that ball to IU barely got there. All right, last week against Tampa Bay, that ball barely got there. Okay? Like, he does not have even Jimmy's arm strength, and that's saying something. So no, he's nowhere near Trey. All right, and I'm not knocking the kid. I'm happy he's winning for him. I'm just saying somebody's gonna figure it out. We got to stop them 15 to 20 yards down the field, keep him in the pocket. We got a good shot because I'm gonna make him make tight window throws the entire game. Jimmy can do that.
That's what I was
Trey
going to say. Yeah,
I don't think Brock can do that.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did one with George Kittle against Miami, and I was shocked. They had him, and he shot that shot right to George Kittle. There were defenders around George, and that's when I said, "What?"
Right.
Okay, yeah, but I know what you're talking about, though. He's gonna have to fit into tight windows a lot.
And he's hurt. That's another thing.
That's
he's on the injury report. And
it's only been 3
I know
days.
Shanahan's. For everybody. Ronbo, that's the main concern I have. The Thursday games, man, are dangerous.
The players
in terms
don't
of
like
injuries.
it. The league's making money.
I know they don't. Yeah. So I'm win or loss, I just don't want to lose anybody for extended time. That would be my prediction. Like it's such a scary thing. Remember, if we had who was the corner that got hurt on our team again?
Dante Johnson. My God.
Not Dante Johnson. I was actually talking about the guy who was an all-pro. He just can't stay healthy.
Jesus Christ, his name slips me. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Blake.
So remember, this was the one game we were looking at for him. We were like, man, if he can come back,
Jason Verrett.
We would only have one turf game left. This was that game. So it's a turf game, and it's on Thursday night.
I know. That's a real scary combination. It's Jason Verrett we're talking about. Though, Edmund, somebody pointed out the other day, too, we've got 3 injuries. All of them were on our grass.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
I
would hate to be the coach. Because I'm that, I'd be thinking, like in the Tampa Bay game, in the second half, I probably would have went all backups, knowing I got a game in 3 days or 4 days. We were up 28. I mean,
I know. And running deep, but there's a lot of those stories have been explained. Fam, Edmund, always great to hear from you. We're gonna go now though because we just ran over the clock. I didn't even notice. But listen, fam.
Sounds good, man.
All right, Edmund, do you have a score? WL, whichever one you want to give.
All right, I'm going to say 2017 Seahawks. It's the only time I picked
We're gonna
against
get
the 49ers, but
we're gonna get beat by a
I got a
field
funny
goal.
feeling about that.
I always do. I'm trying to feel better so I don't make myself into a basket case before the game even starts. Life, we do need to continue life between games. I cannot be comfortable knowing we're playing Seattle. So I keep telling myself, it's just get over it, Ronbo. You know, I'm trying. And then here comes you with
Well,
logic.
maybe I'll be wrong, and we'll stomp them into the ground, and
Oh,
then you'll
please. All right, Edmund, I'll be looking for you to tell you. Make sure 2017 Seahawks. Edmund, bam, I'll see you tomorrow.
all right, buddy.
Brian, are you listening? Me and Brian have been paranoid about this since the schedule came out. And then here comes Edmund trying to come up with, I mean, don't frighten me with the truth, Edmund. Andrew Martinez, 2011. Oh, hey, Andrew, thanks for that. That was the last. Fam, 2011. It has been as recently as 2011. Russell Wilson hadn't got there yet. He was a year later, right? Hayden Barry, the INT Slayer, our D will kill a Seahawks structure. You see, that's what I'm thinking. The defense is not going to give Geno a break. I don't know how Nick is feeling. Oh, here we go. Now, Phil is going to be the anti-Edmund. I just know it. So if you're crying, put your tissues away. Here comes chill pill Phil. Hey, Phil, please, Phil.
All right. One thing that Edmund didn't say is that Seattle is one of the worst defenses against the run. Josh Purdy's not even going to have Brock Purdy's not even going to have to throw the ball. All he has to do to hand off to Mason. Boom, 8 yards. Boom, 7 yards. Boom, 10 yards.
Check downs
all the way down
to
the
McCaffrey.
Field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd give it to Mason and just wear them out.
At least for the whole entire first quarter. Yeah, I agree.
You know, and then the other thing is, you know, the one thing I'm really worried about is our nose tackle.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Who is our nose tackle?
Because Givens is out.
Yes.
So I guess it's T.Y.
McGill? Because Ridgeway's out. Yeah. Yeah.
Ridgeway's out. Hurst got hurt early.
He stays hurt. When's the last time Hurst played?
I mean, it's T.Y. McGill and some other guy. I forget his name.
We don't even know the names of these people.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And they're bringing the running back, although he is hurt and dinged up. They're bringing him back because they're desperate.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't go get Marshawn Lynch, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like in 2019.
I know they're really.
Oh, boy.
God.
But, you know, I am not worried about Seattle throwing the ball downfield against us. Remember, we beat them 27-7.
Mm-hmm. And they were doing the best they could.
At Levi.
Mm-hmm. And
they
were healthier
didn't even sniff the end zone with their offense. They scored their only points off a blocked field goal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. They should have been shut out. That's right.
They should have been shut out. So they have the same players then as they do now.
Yeah.
So,
well, they got a couple less, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, and their safeties are hurt. One of their corners is out. So you know, everybody's dinged up this time of year. We're going, oh my God, Debo's hurt. Oh my God, everybody's hurt. Yeah, every team goes through
the same thing. I feel you. You know, Phil, it's just that mystique, that mojo. Like somebody is in Louisiana somewhere in the deepest, darkest parts of the bayous with some kind of 49er doll.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, why it's true.
Okay, they don't have that mojo anymore. Geno Smith goes back and he drops back deep and he holds the ball.
Mm-hmm. I saw that, and he drops way back too.
Nick's going to have some sacks this game. I almost can guarantee it.
Yep.
So that is a drive stopper. When you get a sack, it pretty much stops your drive.
Yeah.
So
kills momentum swings. It could be a really bad thing.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking that we're going to run the ball a lot because Seattle can't get off blocks. And that's their problem. They just can't get off blocks. And we're a good blocking offensive line run team.
Yeah. One thing we can do is we can do that. Protection, maybe
So I'm
so-so.
thinking,
But run blocking?
and Jawan Jennings is gonna be adequate supplement for Debo for this run game. And
who else do we?
And as far as the Ayuk pass, the reason it was so short was because there was a defensive lineman right in Purdy's face at the time he threw it from Tampa.
Yeah.
And but Purdy had to pump fake to Ayuk because he was faking a curl pattern, and then he broke it and went deep, and he was so wide open that just Purdy had to just throw it up there. The pass to McCaffrey was right on the nose.
Yeah.
So
perfect placement. That's true.
I mean, this kid can play. He can play. And the other thing is Seattle doesn't blitz a lot. So he's not going to face a real difficult pass rush in this game. Pete Carroll's been playing the same defense since,
Hector was a pup.
BC.
Yeah, I know. It's who you plug into his system that makes it good or bad. You're right.
They know us. We know them. It's just going to be a grind like it always is with the divisional matchup. But I think we win 24-14, somewhere in there.
All right. Are we giving up 14 points to the Hawks? You see, this is the thing. I want the 49ers to continue to do what they do to everybody consistently. So if Seattle scores 14, I'm going to be upset.
Remember, the Hawks always get a touchdown against our special teams. They always do.
There it is, 7. I mean, and you know what? The Hawks coordinator is with us now. So maybe can we turn this table?
I know that.
Yeah.
But they still blocked a kick last game and scored a touchdown on it. It's uncanny.
Phil, but thank you for relaxing me after.
All right, Ronbo.
After Edmund worked me all up like that. I'll tell you what I appreciate. You know this.
Smiling. Go have some cheesecake. That'll make you happy.
Oh, you know me. I love me some cheesecake. And just, and put peanut butter bananas on it. Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Phil, I'll see him after tomorrow's game. All right?
All right, Ronbo.
Have a great night,
Take
Phil.
care.
You too.
All right. Bye.
All right. See, we're going back and forth in this fashion, 1 minute Edmund comes in and he brings some substantial things, and then Phil comes in with the antidote. So we'll be okay. You see a balance in your emotions, and you'll be able to sleep tonight and enjoy. Breathing won't be difficult and that type of thing. And now you got Bill. Hey, Bill.
Ooh, Ronbo, I got two predictions, one good, one bad.
Okay.
What team are we going to see Thursday? This is the question I'm going to do again like I did last week because it seems to give us W's.
Okay,
now, if we get the team that we face the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to lose 40-3. If you guys don't comment, we're hard. But if we get the team that face Tampa, we're going to have 40. We're going to win 49-0.
Bill, you've been actually kind of close on 2 different occasions. If you do this again, there's going to have to be some award ceremony for something for you, because that's when you say these things. I was like, Bill's just talking. Bill, go ahead. Give me some more.
If we could get the Purdy Express, he's going to light it up. If we could get that team we got, the Seahawks, they can't even stop the run game. And if we could bring the pass rush and intercept like we've been doing, we're going to light it up on them. We ain't forgot about those sweeps. I promise you we haven't. Hopefully, if not, then we're going to lose big. What team are we going to get? It's a 50-50 is my question.
It's Thursday night. That's true. Hopefully they feel like playing.
They're the ones that's got to answer to themselves. Huh?
Yeah, it is Thursday night. Hopefully they feel good. That's the only thing I'm concerned with. How do they feel? It takes a while to get over those games.
Maybe I thought about something. I watched the videos of the victory on Tampa over and over. I watched how Purdy was walking. Do you ever think in your head that he might be blowing smoke to Seattle to think he's injured and go a little light?
Bill, the only thing we people say that all the time about different teams and play. I don't know. How would that benefit? Seattle's still going to come at us with everything they've got. I don't know if pretending, but Nick Bosa didn't practice today, and Nick came in and they didn't tackle Tom because he got rid of the ball lightning quick, but they pressured Tom all day to make a lot of very strange throws. There was nothing wrong with Nick.
I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he ain't. I'm not gonna blow. I'm not gonna reveal anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna sit back and watch and observe. And Thursday, watch it on Amazon and just enjoy it, and just enjoy the game.
Did you just throw a plug out for Amazon? That was cute.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon, and
Prime is. Prime's gonna be pissed off that you even said that. If they'll write me a note.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be mad. They're trying to promote it.
Hey, Amazon! It's Thursday night on Prime. Is Amazon running that game as well?
Yeah, every Thursday night they run games.
No, I know about Prime. I didn't know about Amazon. I say my because everything I watch is on NFL Network. But go ahead.
But yeah, hopefully we get a big W, and if we win, we clinch the playoffs, right?
Pretty much mathematically, if a miracle takes place, we'd have to lose out for the rest of the season, and they would have to win out for the rest of the season. And I think you know what? They would win by one game because there's 4 left. No, Amazon is Prime. I'm sorry. Thanks, Harold. I never got those.
If
3
we
games
win
left.
and we win one more, I think if we win, we should clinch the division because they
Head-to-head competition.
Lose.
Sweeping it, that would mean we get the tiebreaker. So the best thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Bobo says we'll clinch the division. I'm sitting there trying to do the math. Going to community schools as a child, math was not my strong suit. I wasn't. It is right. 3 games left. They can't catch up. All they can do is possibly tie. No, but we clinch because of that reason.
And I just want us to skip the Cowboys. I want to see them in the NFC Championship.
I know, right?
I don't want to send them home too early. I want them to get their hopes up. I want them to believe they're going to do something. When we come back healthy, just whip them and send them home. I want to see them in the NFC Championship. I want the Cowboy tears to be so real.
Thanks, Tony.
So beautiful, so tasty. I might even want to think about coming up with a soda called Cowboy Tears.
I just want to see Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's becoming a real comedian when it comes to the Cowboys. Because, they just barely beat the Texans, right? Well, the Texans play the Cowboys hard every time, because they don't get no love in Texas and they feel bad about that. They hate the Cowboys. Mike, what's that got to do with the game, man? What are you talking about?
And for the Cowboys, the only thing they got is to wish upon a star.
If we could get the Cowboys again this year, but see, they'd have to come to our house, so we wouldn't be able to see their people standing in the stands with them big alligator tears rolling. It's like everybody analyst says at the Cowboys, it's Philadelphia. Who's the number 2 team? Philly, us. Who's the 3rd team in the NFC?
It's Dallas. Dallas and then Minnesota, or Minnesota and then Dallas, somewhere around there.
Philly, San Francisco.
We would have to go to them.
There's number 2.
But that's okay.
Number 2 is not Dallas. Somebody said somebody other. There's another team. Dallas is.
There is.
It's wow.
Yeah, we would skip them. We'd try to play to skip them. If
we
I
wouldn't
was
get them
them.
first.
Because, yeah. Let them face Philly because Philly's going to beat them. They're going to beat them again when they face them. And I think they face them. I don't know if they face them this week or next. If anybody knows, put it in the chat.
I think it's Christmas. I think it's Christmas Eve. I think.
It's Christmas Eve.
I think so.
When they face them, they're going to beat Dallas, and then Dallas will beat them in the playoffs, but come out really, really, really wounded by the time we get them, and we'll be healthy. I mean, licking their wounds. And I would love to go to their stadium. I would love for us to go to their stadium and keep them at their house because it's more sweeter. I mean,
me too.
thinking about the tears.
Bill, I didn't realize we're out of time. We're having so much fun tonight. I keep missing the clock. We're out of time.
Right.
But
I'll have to call after the game, give you a 49ers shout out. Go Niners! And Dallas, wish upon a star.
Niners! Big Bill.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Bill. I was thinking about the top three teams overall are Philly, and San Francisco comes in at three. And I think the Chiefs, but where are the Chiefs in all this? Or is it, something is wrong with what I was listening to, what I've been. Anyway, Sharon,
Ronbo, how are you?
Sharon, just great, because I'm trying to relax. I'm uncomfortable, really am, because as you know, Sharon, we go through this with this team all the time. They look mediocre. They look wimpish.
Yes,
We
we
killed them
do.
the first time we played them, but they're still Seattle.
Yeah,
Does that concern you?
that one has me puzzled because I don't know.
Because no matter how
It
bad
has
they
me
are, they
puzzled.
seem to still
I'm
play
just
us
gonna
tough.
have to watch.
But Russell Wilson's gone. Remember that,
Mm,
Sharon, because our phobia, our fears are
That's
based on
true.
Russell
That's
Wilson over there
true.
with his miracle plays. He's not there now. Gino can be beaten.
Right. Yeah, if other teams has beaten them, I mean, I think we can beat them. Like other people said, I mean, I think they will have a problem stopping the run game because once we start the run game, then they're going to fall back and going to
Hmm.
figure out like
Hmm.
how to stop the run game, how to slow us down, and
Hmm.
who has the ball.
Hmm. And Sharon,
So they're going to
we've
be
allowed
dazed and
one
confused
team
if
to
we keep
score over
that
20
going.
points against us this entire year. Now, you're going to tell me that these
Yeah.
guys are going to come in and just run up the score past 20 points? I just don't believe that.
No, I heard other people say that the Niners will win Seattle and clinch the division. So I was listening to other announcers on the YouTube channel, and they were saying that the Niners will win, and we got it. So they were saying,
Not
their
to worry.
defense is not as strong as our defense. Yeah, not to worry. Pretty much. So, because they're
Okay,
saying that
but as I
Seahawks
said,
is just building their team.
yeah,
So,
Wilson's gone. We gotta realize the big bad wolf is gone.
yeah,
Just don't look at them the same way.
right.
There's no need to do that. It's the city
Right.
that I'm worried about. Being in that place, the
Yeah.
air, the water. Remember that year they tried to poison one of our players? Who was that? So there was
And
somebody
I
that got
just
sick
hope
before the
that
game.
we can quiet their crowd, but I think we can because they can't get loud like our crowd. So 'cause
Well, they don't have any
that's
reason to
one
get loud
thing. And
unless they're just
then watch
angry.
out for the referees because
Always.
the refs are going to try to cheat and throw something unseen call that shouldn't be called, and
Way down the
it's just gonna
field,
be crazy.
5 yards from the goal line. That's where they
Yeah,
usually do that.
like last week when McCaffrey caught that touchdown, they want to say it was an incomplete pass. I said, what are you talking about? What are you seeing?
I know, right? If that had been Seattle,
That's a
it wouldn't have
touchdown.
got okayed. He bobbled the ball. He never had control.
You know,
Oh, ref, yes, he did.
yeah,
Look at it again. And they finally did.
they wanted to keep that touchdown because it was Tom Brady.
Hmm. Yes. But Gino doesn't have that
But
kind of clout. So he doesn't get that kind of respect.
no, I've watched him one game, and he does hold the ball. So I think Nick's going to get to him before he gets the ball out. So I think Nick will get a couple of sacks out of Gino, and it's going to like slow their route down
Yeah.
a little bit because you got Gino, you got Eric Armstead, and
Yeah.
I think we'll see who is that? Aubrey Thomas out there because I think he's questionable, but I think he'll be out there.
Ambry's questionable.
Yeah,
Diamador's going to be
yeah,
out there too, though. You know what, though? I do worry about DK
yeah,
Metcalf, and
yeah.
you're right. Ambry did a good job against him last year.
We stopped him before. We stopped DK before. We hold
Yeah, we did.
Tyler Lockett before.
Well,
So
no,
I mean, and
Sharon,
this
we've
is a
never
new
stopped
team.
Tyler
We
Lockett.
have a
He
really.
gets
I
held
thought we
down all
did.
game long. Oh, wait a minute. The Shark used to have Tyler Lockett's number for
I
in a
swear I
while.
thought we
That's
did.
right. That's right.
hmm So I think we can
Jason
hold these
Verrett
guys pretty much
likes
to the
playing against
minimum.
DK.
I don't think we're gonna give up a lot of points
That's
like
not
we
DK.
used to in the past. I'm not
No,
seeing that.
see
No, no,
that
no.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
They're not going to score a boatload of points. The 49ers defense doesn't allow that anymore.
No.
And there's been better teams than the Hawks
No.
that couldn't do anything. Now, why are they going to do something? I don't think so.
Panthers beat them 27-17 last week.
See?
Well, they
was
haven't got
watching.
that high of a score lately.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Panthers beat the heck up out of.
Picked Gino off a couple of times. So
So if we pick him off and sack him and put him under pressure, like we did Tom Brady, I think we'll be okay.
we're
So
trying to
they
talk
just
ourselves
gotta
into it, aren't we?
pressure Gino. Yes, we are. Try to keep calm here.
Because
Try
we
to
lose
keep
it. I'm not.
calm.
Sharon, let me get your score.
I
You
would
and
be
Mom.
just like you.
You know, it's a disease. Seattle disease.
Yes. Mom says 27-24. I'm going to go 23-16. Niners win 23-16.
Okay. Mom said 24 points. The Hawks are going to score 24 points against. Okay. But if the Hawks score more than 10 points, I'm starting to get real nervous. Okay.
Yeah, me too, but I'm just not seeing it. But, we just got to watch and see. And,
I know it is.
but it'll be a great Christmas present if we win.
Sharon, great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? We can celebrate. I hope.
All right, Ronbo. All right, Ronbo, good night.
Give my best to Mom. And here's the thing,
Okay,
fam.
well.
Okay, night. And the thing is, we do have that sloppy first drive. If we can survive that, I think that'll be ham. Mr. 205, Philly Vikes, 49ers, top three NFC. When we beat Seattle, we will win the West and clinch a playoff berth. Dallas would go first, the Bucks first round. Dallas would go first, visit the Bucks. Because that's right, they didn't win the division. And Brady says, I'll be damned. You know what? I haven't been embarrassed all season long. You guys are not losing this game. And Brady's already holding separate practices, from what I understand, which made me laugh so hard. But yeah, goes on to say, if we win, we win the West. Okay, I'm convinced of that now. All right. Bam, thanks for that contribution. You rolling down the road tonight? All right, fam. Be easy out there. Hey, Clarence.
Hey, Ronald, what's going on, brother?
Clarence, I'm just sitting here. People are soothing me because of the fact that I have a disease called hawkitis, and I've taken all kind of medications. Each and every year, it flares up. So here we are at that moment again where I'm concerned, probably for no reason. But Clarence, let me hear what you're thinking.
So this is Brock Purdy's first road test. And honestly,
I didn't forget about that.
His first, and he gets to go to Seattle, which has been our nemesis for years.
Yeah, I'm telling you. 2011 is the last time we swept this unit. How many years is that? Jesus Christ.
He's going to break the curse.
All right. This is it.
This is it. He's definitely going to break that curse this year. The thing that I noticed about Purdy, even versus Jimmy, I think he processes faster. He can get to the progressions faster. So it seems to me, at least. And it looks like he actually gets more players involved into the mix. Because you may see some Gray sightings on Thursday.
Oh, Danny. Yeah. See, I forgot his name. We haven't seen him all year, so would you? Gray. Oh, it's a wide receiver.
Yep. Yeah, you may see that speedster because he may try to take advantage of that. And as far as like I said, we run the ball, so we're going to definitely
And the Hawks hate that.
Take hold of that and run.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run McCaffrey for the first half and then let him rest. Hopefully, we're
Clarence, please, don't run McCaffrey the whole. I got two guys that are ball breakers. Why would you run McCaffrey? I need to see Jordan Mason And I wish it TDP
Right.
or TC. Don't run. Don't get McCaffrey hurt playing against the Hawks unnecessarily. Is what I'm saying. Run him out into the
No, I
flats
get that.
and get the ball to him. You know.
Yeah. As far as the running on the inside, yeah, Mason definitely.
Yeah.
Let him bludgeon.
He does that well. Was he 220?
Yes, he does that
223,
well.
something like that?
Yeah, big boy.
Bam! Oh, he's dragging that Hawk down the field. Oh, I can't look. That's what I want all day. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the only thing you really have to worry about with Seattle is that corner.
Walden.
Tariq Woolen.
Woolen, Woolen, right? Heck, long
that boy's
and fast. He breaks under 4-3. He can close the gap.
Yeah.
They got a murderer there. He's good.
Only thing you have to worry about. And like I said, if the kid is as good as hopefully we think he is, he's been looking at film, and he'll be able to process that defense, their defense, and be able to, decipher what they're trying to do to him,
Yeah.
and attack accordingly.
Yeah. And as I say, one thing that's been good for the last 6 weeks or so, ever since McCaffrey got here, when all else fails, just look for 23. He's somewhere to be
Look
found.
for 23.
Dump it off. He'll take care of it from there. McCaffrey's a
Exactly.
monster. I told everybody back in that draft, oh man, if we could just get Christian McCaffrey. I knew it. Oh. Anyway, he's here now, so we're okay.
He unlocks Kyle's offense.
Absolutely. Anytime you have that kind of an outlet, and he's always an option, you can line him up anywhere. You can put him in the slot. You can put him outside. You can put him in the backfield. Him and Debo together, if we could just keep Debo upright, because all of a sudden Debo doesn't want to stay healthy. Man, if he's there for the Super Bowl, it's a wash. That defense, plus McCaffrey and Debo and all the other company we got on that offense, good God.
Well, this, I hate to say, not to say it's a bad thing, but the Debo injury might be a blessing in disguise.
So he can
Let
heal
him
up.
rest, get him off his feet, and be ready for the playoffs. He don't need to practice. He knows what he needs to do.
He needs to stay away from the high-calorie foods. I can't have him sitting around idle and gaining weight, though. That's the only thing that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Because that macaroni and cheese that he likes to do, I think he doesn't get normal servings. Family, Clarence, let me give a score from you.
Oh, score. Let's go. Gosh.
You can go WRL.
27-13 Niners.
Wait, say 27-13?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. They're not scoring. They're not scoring to win.
I can't.
Our defense is that
That's what I'm
good.
saying.
They're
Don't tell me
not
this.
scoring points.
All of a sudden, these
There's
guys
no
are going to start scoring lots of points. Nobody else does. All right. Clarence, looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow then, fam.
All right, my man.
All right. Night, Clarence.
All right, we'll take it easy.
You
God
too.
bless you. Good night.
God bless you, fam. Night. Perfect excuse to see Danny Gray, to see what Danny Gray can do. Because, is there something really wrong with his hips and leg? Ankle? Hey, Manny.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Manny, man, we're just sitting there. The Hawks, even though I'm trying to be cocky and confident, it's still the damn Hawks, Manny. But you know what? It's not Russell Wilson. And I think that was their thing. He's a guy. He ain't there. Geno is he is, actually. Geno's done a better job than Russell Wilson this year. But, they got some other people they need out there to join the Russell Wilson cast. Yeah, Manny, what's going to happen here?
Ronbo, what was the score in the first meeting?
What was that chime? I love it. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's I'm at work right now, so it's a little. I'm a diesel mechanic, so these trucks.
All right.
They have a little onboarding system they got, and they just went off. But
This
what was
is
the
pretty,
score in the
this is
first
pretty
meeting that we had
interesting.
against them?
You're the diesel mechanic, and we got about 4 or 5 truck drivers. It's just a hell of fun. Oh, this is great. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
all you truckers, Manny, he's the one that keeps you on the road smooth and healthy. Hey, all right, Manny.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
But what was the score in the first game that we played against them, though? Ronbo?
27, and they got a 7 by accident. Yeah.
Okay, so we shut that offense down. We
Mhm.
shut them out completely. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, their 7 points was on a blocked field goal that they ran back. I mean, it's not going to be any different whether we're in Frisco or we're in Seattle. It don't matter. Our defense is going to play the exact same way, lights out, not going to give anything up. We're just, I mean, the only threat they have is Tyler Lockett. That guy, for some reason, just makes miracle catches for these guys. He's been that way forever, you know. And Metcalf, we shut him out game 1, you know, so he didn't do anything. So there's no reason to worry, Ronbo. We just gotta woosah, smoke a joint, sip our tea, and just, you know.
Let me do it now. Woosah. Because, you know, I've been doing something for a week, Manny.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling you for the last 3 weeks, every time we talk to each other, it's like, man, you got to calm down, Ronbo. You know, our defense is going to take care of it. You know, and what do you know? Our defense has been shutting people out. I mean, we didn't give nothing up, and that was only, week 2, if I'm not mistaken? So our defense wasn't where it's at its level right now. So they're not going to get no points at all this week.
You know, we had our one bad game. And, hey, Manny, you know what? I keep telling people, Raider fans around my family and friends, you know, they can find me and bother me about this. You know, we had, remember Tavares had a pulled muscle he was coming off of. I don't even think, Jimmy Ward was not with us. Nick had a pulled hamstring. He was just getting healed up over. Eric Armstead was being out. Like, you know, I said, you know, okay, I want to play him again. And let me see if they can do that twice. You know?
No, they can't. I mean, our defense was on one leg the day we played Kansas City. We had, 7 guys out? I mean, really? They did what they wanted with us, and they were supposed to because our defense wasn't at its full capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now, I don't think they can do that again.
I don't
No way, no how.
Mm-hmm. I want a complete shutout this time, though. We should have shut them out last time as their special teams pulled that number on us. And if we could shut them all the way out, God, Manny, how excited would that be? Not only did we sweep them, but that means in 2 games, they scored a total of 7 points. Oh, oh, God, that'd be such a rush.
Wouldn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait. You know, because we always had that bad first quarter. I mean, not bad first series of the game. So, you know.
I don't know. I mean, last week we had a pretty good first drive.
Yeah, for a change.
Besides
You're right.
the first play where Brock Purdy took that hit to the helmet, but other than that, I mean, we went down
We're
the field.
decent.
I think that's what woke him up.
We scored 3. Did we score 3 or did we score TD on that? We came right back, though.
No,
and
we scored 7.
We did score 7. Who was that?
Yeah.
Who scored that TD?
Believe it was Debo?
Yes.
On that end around?
Yes. That was Debo, yeah. See, if we could get started like that, that's man, that'd be excellent. But yeah.
And I think Jennings is going to have a big game this week or tomorrow.
And if they
Just
hate people
because
running.
The focus of, yeah. Yeah, the focus that Kittle's going to get and McCaffrey's going to get, you know, and our run game and just the play action is Jennings is just going to be wide open.
That's right, huh? Maybe you probably see a little Ray McLeod. Danny Gray might get involved.
Yeah.
And don't forget about Ayuk. Because Ayuk, you know, the guy every game quietly is the top assassin, actually. Ayuk's that guy who gets 50-something plus yards every week and has those touchdowns. I think he leads the team in that category. So, you know.
Yeah.
He'll still be involved.
Yeah. But my score prediction, Ronbo, I think it's going to be 35. I want to say 0, but I think they might get a 7, a touchdown there towards the end just because of Tyler Lockett, but I'm not giving them more than 7.
I know, Tyler Lockett. Damn it. Me neither, man.
Put me down
10
for
is in all league. I
35-7.
gave them 10. That's it. There's no way they're going to be better than everybody else we played down through the last few weeks. I don't think so. Nah.
No.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, Manny, I like your score myself. I
yeah.
really do. I hope you're exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, we've been putting up 35-plus points the last 3 weeks.
I know. But nobody's going to say 49ers are going to win on strength of their defense. You know what? We've been scoring. You know, we averaged about 28 points for the last number of weeks, but nobody pays any attention to it. They just talk about the defense. And rightfully so. The defense is crazy good because no matter what we score, the defense is not letting the other team have a damn thing. So, you know.
Right.
Woo. All right, fam. Have a great day, a great evening. I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to laugh. Say, Manny, man, you know what? I was sitting there tripping, man. I know you were confident, but I was worried. And you were confident last time I was worried. And we won by I just beat the hell out of that team. So, Manny, I trust.
There you go. Manny for president.
That's what I'm talking about. Manny.
All right, Ronbo. Send me out right, man.
Here, Niners! Manny. Have a great day, fam.
Red and gold. Till we dead and cold, baby.
That's
Yes,
right.
have a good night, Ronbo.
Yeah. Thanks, fam.
All righty.
Yeah, but 49er Brian, the law has arrived. Hey. Oh, wrong guy. 49er Brian's the other guy. The other Brian is the law. 49er Brian is 49er Brian.
49 Brian here.
Come on in, 49er
Are you
Brian.
there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hey,
Hello.
Ronbo. How you doing?
Nervous. You know, it is the Hawks. I hate that team. They've left scars all over me down through the years, and you know, it just brings back horrible memories. But Brian, what do you think?
I hate their colors. I hate their stadium.
Oh,
I hate the people. I had a guy today tried to tell me that Pete Carroll was going to go down as a greater coach than our Bill Walsh.
oh. Did he look
Can
serious?
you believe that?
Were you looking at him when he said that?
I don't know. I asked him if he was on drugs or something.
Oh, he had to be, and not high grade
Yeah.
stuff either. My God.
I don't, Rombo, I don't understand Seattle fans. I just don't. Their mindset. They were good for 10 years, right? They whooped us for about 10 years, right? What do they have to show for?
Well, last time we swept
One
was
Super Bowl?
2011.
Yeah,
Over a decade.
yeah. I mean, I don't get this God. They just think that their team is godlike.
I know.
And
Russell Wilson started
I don't
that,
get
remember?
it.
By saying God wears a Seahawks jersey. Boy, he made and you know, a lot of serious Christians were pissed.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
I actually, whenever we play in Seattle, I just figure it's a loss. You know why?
Yes, I do.
Because the calls never go our way. Do you think Bosa's going to get a holding on him at all? In this game?
Hell no. Not one time.
Bosa's going to get knocked down and held, and they're not going to make a call on it. Our offensive line, I'm worried that they need to play like they did with Brady last game. You know, I want our guy to be protected.
Yeah, you can't take any hits tomorrow. If he's a little tender now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, you know.
I forgot about that.
But I think we just need to come out like we did against Brady and just kill him, start to finish, just end them as fast as we can.
And just physically mangle them up. Just take away their will to play. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, like we did the first quarter with Brady. I mean, or we're going to lose this game because what always happens when it's like at the end, something always happens in Seattle.
Yep.
Whether it's against Green Bay or us, where they throw a Hail Mary or some weird thing, and they
somehow
win the
they
game.
come up with it. I know. It's amazing.
I don't know if I can even watch this game because I'm so mad already. You know?
Before the game even starts.
Yeah, Yeah. I just
Because
I, every
a
time I
ref's going to
walk,
be just strange. At least one of them. Yeah.
I just wish that Pete Carroll would chew his gum so hard he'd bite his tongue and then fall off or something.
Laying
I
on the
don't know.
ground, screaming in pain.
I just wish evil on those Seahawks. I know it's not good Christian of me to wish evil on people, but I just can't stand that team. You know?
Look what we've been through. I mean, any team that wears green and blue in a combination of colors,
Well,
they don't deserve to be appreciated.
Ronbo, I will never forgive them for what they did to Navarro Bowman. I'm sorry.
You and me
I'm
both.
still
I haven't forgotten that.
fresh in the back of my head when that man was being twisted and thrown everywhere. And I think he got rolled up on purpose, by the way. I watched that play.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was out to hurt him. I mean, he was having a year. And he gets up and he's stretchered off, or he was on the cart, right?
He's on the cart.
And they're throwing Skittles. They're throwing Skittles at the guy.
No class.
And they're
No
throwing
class.
No class. I don't think if a hurt player was in Seattle, I don't think any faithful would throw anything at a hurt player ever.
Yeah, because another 49er fan sitting next to you, hey, man, don't bring yourself down to the Hawks level. But what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any faithful players or any 49er fans that would go that low to throw stuff at a hurt, injured player.
You gotta have respect for the game. You know, no matter what. I could talk bad to another fan or stuff like that, but don't try to abuse the players. And you know what? And Ian Williams, they ended his career. Remember, that's why one of the chop block was actually legislation was moved toward getting that rule. You know, Ian Williams was never the same, and he was one of the best guys in the middle we've had. Teams did not run when Ian Williams was in the middle, and then of course the Seahawks low blocked him and ruined his leg. Yeah, he wasn't the same.
I hope. You know who I'm also worried about is Jimmy Ward and Metcalf going at it again, because those two despise each other. And last time that happened, we got penalized a lot because of Jimmy and him going at it, didn't we?
Him and OB. Remember the NFCCG last year?
Yeah.
Jimmy had to get his vengeance against OBJ. That 15 yards. I know. We got to be adult about some things. Right.
I hope Kyle says to him, "Hey, don't let him get in your head. Just play your game. You're having Jimmy Ward. You know how much I can't stand him.
He's one of my favorite guys, Brian. but Brian, listen, we're going to run out of time. I need to get your score before we go over time too much. What do you got for a score?
Right. Well, I hate to say it's going to be close, I think. I'm going to go 24-17.
Oh, yeah, Brian, we're going to give up 17 points. Oh, my God, no. Well, we never get still. Let's stay with that on 20. We never give up over 20. So maybe.
Honestly, I think our guys are going to be tired. I really do.
But their guys should be tired, too. They played Sunday. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
but I got your score. 27-7. What you said, 20-17? 27-17. 24-17. Okay. All right,
24-17, yeah.
We got to go, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Ronbo, always good to talk to you. You're the man.
Thanks,
you.
fam. Appreciate hearing from you. You know this. All right. Have a great night, Brian.
Yep. Bye. You too. Bye.
Bye. Vader.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
Vader, you know how we do. This goes back years with us, man. You know, we've been having to deal with these people in Seattle for how long, you know? So here we go.
Exactly. Here we go. I'm nervous as hell. Had to go get some herbal tea for tomorrow's game so I can calm down.
Yes.
You know me, I hate Pete the Cheat.
Everybody
does. Just this chewing of the gum to walking onto the field when you know that's illegal to do. Yeah. The guy's just annoying. Dude, there's a white line. You're supposed to stay behind it, brother.
Him and McVay.
But
and they're pleading with the ref almost every time. The ref is saying, throw a flag on him. He's on the field. Ref, I would throw the flag. He's in my face trying to embarrass me. Throw the flag on him. That's 15 yards. Oh, God, that'd be so awesome.
That'd be nice. That would be nice. But did you know, dude, if we beat Seattle and we finish off Arizona, we would sweep our division?
I know.
We are 5-0.
Does Arizona look like they're in any condition to beat anybody?
Oh,
When's the last time we've done that? Oh,
wow. we're gonna sweep it, and I guess if we win tomorrow, we'll clinch. So
Yeah.
I'm praying for that W. I just don't hope no BS happens, brother. That's all I'm looking at.
That's why
I know,
anxiety,
exactly.
That's why I'm worried. I don't know when they're going to pull that number. Is it going to be at a crucial moment where it could cost us the game? Is it going to, is it going to affect things, dominoing effect? I mean, they have a way of, I don't know, they must sit around and come up with these scenarios. Okay, here's how we can ruin this game for the 49ers. Now, listen, if they get with this position here or there, let's look for the holding penalty. Let's call the PI, even if it's a slight touch, we're going to throw the flag. Vader, I'm joking, right?
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I bet they do that.
I agree 1,000%. How about the times that they, Pete the Cheat had everybody buying out? They wouldn't sell us any Niner tickets.
Any tickets. Yeah.
You see, I mean, the guy's just full of shit.
Pulling the Rams. They didn't want us in SoFi.
That guy just, he just gets on my last nerve, man. And then what he did to Reggie Bush, how he ended up exiting USC. That guy's weird. He's just a weirdo. But I just
Vader. But remember one thing though, he was actually working with the 49ers. Remember, once upon a time.
Long time ago. Yeah,
he learned a
long
lot.
Time ago, and he learned a lot, and that's how he got his foot in the door. But dude, it's just I don't know. It's just something about him, brother. It's just rubs me the wrong way. Even though if he was on another team, maybe he would still rub me the wrong way because we still have to face him one day or another. But anyways, dude, it's just hopefully we play Mason like you stated. Hopefully they put him in. We run the ball. Just run the ball. Let me see a lot of jet sweeps and get the edges. They're not going to catch us. For the love of God, you don't need to run through the middle. Get the edges. Make our plays. I think JJ is going to have a pretty good, outstanding game, and I think Ayuk's going to surprise us, dude. I think he's going to ball out on this one.
Vader, he's no surprise anymore. Ayuk is bona
fide. No, he's no surprise. But
it's
just as I want to see more numbers. That's all. He's no surprise.
There's a fast guy. I think they're going to put Woolen.
Well, yes.
The fast guy that they've got. I think they're going to put him on. But you know what? It's all about the route running. Ayuk makes people. I mean, he breaks ankles down there. I'm telling you, Ayuk is. Yeah. All you got to do is notice him. And actually, Brock has said we promised. Hey, you know what? I missed you a few times. That's going to end now.
That's going to end. Oh yeah.
For you. Yeah.
Oh, most definite. And then hopefully we get the ball started really quickly with Kittle. Once Kittle catches the ball, everything goes our way. Once Kittle makes a play, it's like it's a done deal. You can start singing "Ooh La La" because I don't know what it is. I don't know why Kittle has to have the ball first for us to do anything.
It's game changer. We got about 3 of those on this team. He is one of them.
Absolutely, man. But again, dude, I'm just I got the tri-tip marinating for tomorrow's game. I'm just nervous, man.
All right.
I just don't like that Seattle environment. Even my wife's even saying, "Hey, you're gonna choke on that tri-tip the way Pete Carroll's gonna choke on that gum, man." If they make any mistakes, but you know what? I got nothing but love for DeMarco. I know DeMarco's gonna take care of us tomorrow. I know we're banged up. I'm hoping that we can drive up the score and just sit our players as soon as possible. We'll see.
Or Vader, better yet, the second string is playing and they're driving up the score. I got
Bravo, don't get me going, man.
Danny
Come on now.
Gray out there. I got Johnson out there quarterbacking. I got everybody out there not named first stringer,
That's imagine that, Ronbo. Imagine what that would do for Kyle. Do you see the headlines on that now? It's like, dude, he doesn't need star players. It's just he's got a system. You just, strong defense. You just plug and play people in.
And the 12th. The 12th is going to be so upset. Oh, you guys going to come in here and embarrass us? Oh, every dog's got his day. We'll somewhere down the line. You will pay. Okay, but that ain't happening today. And y'all just got your butt handed to you by our second string. Be glad we didn't keep the first string on you. If we wouldn't have pulled them off, you'd have been worse. Oh, to say things like this.
Oh my God!
Don't
go, dude. You're giving butterflies in my stomach. Jeez. It's always Seattle. But again, I don't give you scores. I want the.
That's
W.
right, W or L. I know you got W.
I just want the W. I don't care if we win by 50, if we win by 1.
I'm just going to put you down for W from now on when we have a conversation. I'll assume that, no matter who we're playing.
Oh yeah, going forward, man, it's all about the W. And real quick, I need Huff to step it up, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna get Uncle Sherm off that booth and have him go talk to him real quick because he will be there.
Right.
You know, so hopefully, Huff will pick it up and we'll see some ints tomorrow or some turnovers here.
I hope so.
But I gotta let you I gotta let you go the way I let you go
I
every
love
night.
it. All right.
Shout out, TNT and Big Show and the rest of the Niner Empire. Let it go and ready go. Radio Ronbo Sports, and you have a lovely evening. And hit that like, guys. Come on. I was 300 people watching, 102 likes. Come on. Help me. Help Ronbo. Thank you.
And my
You have a
Hawks
good
and
one,
Rams
brother.
fans are watching us. And Raiders too.
Yeah.
Vader, thank you, fam.
Yep.
Always appreciate you. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. We'll be
Absolutely.
celebrating and saying things like, man, I don't know what we was worried about. I can't wait to say that.
Oh, yeah. I'm all right. Me too, brother. Me too. You have a good night.
Night, Vader. Oh, it's time. Are you ready for some Latino heat? Latino heat! Latino heat! Emilio.
What's up with it?
Man, I was waiting for you to put your spin on this, because you always make me feel foolish when I'm thinking irrational, like Seattle's gonna be a threat and ain't nobody else.
Well, you and these other guys on here need to grow some cojones. I don't know what's going on. We're playing the damn Seahawks. Y'all make us think we're playing the Chiefs or something. We're playing the Eagles. Y'all, there's something wrong with y'all. Did you
How many years have we been dealing with these people? We've had better teams than them. How many times? And they come up somehow smelling like roses.
But Kevin's been on the team where 6-1. What the hell is going on with you guys? Was like we just forgot how to win? I'm like, oh no, it's the Seahawks. And the Seahawks just got beat by the damn Panthers. They pulled that off. What's
they got beat up too. I mean, slapped and kicked,
are we
spit,
49er fans? Are we wussies? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You mean that's not the first time that happened, though?
You're killing me.
The other teams beat their ass, and then we come and all of a sudden they know how to play. Have you seen that? You know it.
Okay. Hey, man, when we played the Dolphins, everybody thought we was going to lose. And what happened? We beat them. Everybody thought the Buccaneers were going to come in, and we won. What is, like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with everybody on here. Are we not advantage? What is it? We just like playing scared? They don't go in there scared. We got the number one defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
Let them try to score 10 points. What? God, y'all killing me.
I feel foolish.
I'm leaving you. I'm scared. Stop being scared, man.
I feel foolish. I really do.
We're playing Gino.
You're right, Cardinal.
Gino's gonna try to score. Gino's gonna try to score in his defense. He couldn't do it the first time.
He can't do it.
I'd be surprised if he could do it the second time. Like, well, it's just their defense is not that good. If the Panthers can score, what is it, 20, 30 points? How many points do you think we can score with a hard-fired offense we have? We're just missing Debo. We could Debo's next man up. He's replaceable. We can do this. I'm like, just going to Seattle. We beat them last time. We won the division. So you act like we can't do it again. They want to win that division. We're going to win that division.
And when you go and check out, somebody say something to Tony Ramos. He says, number one defense is going to get work tomorrow. Boy, but people start talking like this.
Yeah. And
I start tripping.
And all them other teams, the only team that beat us, bad was the Chiefs. And no other team has done it since from week one. Not one team has blown us out.
It's like Chiefs made them mad.
Game. We had a bad week. We had so many injuries that week. Chiefs is the only team that got us. Every other team can barely score about 20 points on us.
And I think some of our guys played before they should have that game.
I'd be shocked as hell. For them to score that, Purdy has to throw interceptions. There has to be fumbles on the field. They have to play the field with short field. I don't see them doing that. There's just no possible way we're just going to get run up on, and they're going to put anywhere to 20 points. I'd be shocked. Tom Brady couldn't even do it. And you think the Seattle's going to do it? Come on now. Really? The high-powered offense Dolphins couldn't even do it. And y'all worried about the damn Seahawks. Like, come on. It's too many scenarios out there. They not going to allow it. It's a rivalry. We're going to treat them like the Rams. We do not like them. It's not going to happen. They're not going to score.
I hear you. Yeah. It's just something about this 2 games a year.
For Don Burr out there, for Don Burr, I hope you guys get in the playoffs because I think it looks like when we play, if we get the number 2 seed, we'll be destroying the Lions in the first round. So hopefully they do get in the playoffs. I want to play the Lions. Just kill them in the first round.
Well,
If Seattle doesn't get in there.
Yeah. Will we play the Lions?
Yeah, no.
If we get in, if we jump to the number 2 position, we'd still get the Lions.
No, well, if we put because number 2 seed plays the 7th seed. So yeah, so it depends because I mean the Vikings don't look too hot. They seem like they're starting to fall apart.
They're running the gas.
Number 2 seed. We're gonna play that number 7 seed. So that's what it looks like. Hopefully, I would love to make fun of Don Burr. You know, we already made fun of the Rams. We already beat them twice. I want Don Burr to get his heart in the feet. Start coming in crying.
He's gonna be talking major trash if they're up for
So
1
I
second.
I want him to get in the playoffs. Let him get in the playoffs. Because I mean, this is like either it's gonna be them or Green Bay might get one of them spots.
Green Bay still has a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, which is funny. Like I said, the Lions still got a chance.
Well, I knew they did because they've been winning a lot of games lately, and if they beat Green Bay, I think they play Green Bay in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so that division is all out of whack.
Who are they playing on Thanksgiving? Oh no, they're not. Thanksgiving's over. Christmas Day, they're not playing. Okay.
I forgot. I forgot.
Hey, let's monitor the Lions from now on because Don Burr has been talking major poo-poo for 2 years, and he finally got something substantial going on.
His team is winning. I give his little Lion Cubs props over Simba's over there. I give them props. They've been doing their thing. They got some good players. They just got a shitty defense. That's their problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him talk. But once he gets in the playoffs, he needs to remember it's a whole different story. It's not nothing that they haven't been in the playoffs in years. So
it's a different kind of football.
Game. It's a different ball game, buddy.
I'm gonna put you down.
Confident. I'm
gonna put you down for W. I think you're a WL guy too, huh?
Well, of course I'm a W. We're gonna kill the damn.
Yeah, you don't give them scores. I mean, I'm saying numbers. All right. I feel better. You embarrassed me into thinking. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm done. I ain't thinking nothing else. But come on, man, it's the Hawks. Oh, there she is. I know she put you up to this. I know.
I'm giving you 38 to 3.
Whoa! I like that.
Because the defense is finna eat. They finna demolish this team. They finna eat on Gino and them.
Well, the Panthers did. All right, fam. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, have a good night, sir.
You too, Emilio. Oh, God. And there is that man of men. He hails from the shores of blue Hawaii. He is Tony Nagatani. That's my Dean Martin thing for you. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do some Don Ho. That's what you gotta do.
Don Ho's coming back next time. I didn't want to wear Don out.
Aloha, Ronbo. Happy Wednesday. How you feeling?
Good. I'm trying not to feel anxiety-ridden, but I do concern every time we play that team because weird things happen. Not because they're a better team or anything like that. It's happened down through the years. We've had teams that would look like juggernauts compared to them on several different occasions when you go all the way back to a certain amount of time, and they still came out with the win. It's like Brian Cole pointed out, our record against that team, folks, it's not good. I said, that's right. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's been about 10 years of trauma for us Niner fans against the Seahawks. So there's a lot of PTSD that we feel every single time that we play that team. I look at it though from the 10,000-foot perspective. It is still a division game. We are coming off a short week, and as you mentioned, historically, Pete Carroll and his defense knows how to gum up Shanahan's running scheme. We've seen it. We've seen it for a long, long time now. Doing those run blitzes, jamming every single gap and nullifying all the sorts of things that Shanahan tends to like to do. It is daunting, but at the same time, I also look at the talent gap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks, and outside of that wide receiving room, I think the Niners really dominate talent-wise over the Seahawks in pretty much every category. I mean, you look at the running backs between Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk, and what we have backing up CMC now with Jordan Mason and hopefully Ty Davis Price. That is more formidable. Tight end, we have a clear advantage. Wide receiver, obviously they have Tyler Lockett and they have DK Metcalf, so that's kind of that is advantage Seattle. And quarterback, that is always going to be our biggest question mark because we're on our third string quarterback now starting games. So, but he's playing so well. That kid is playing so well in Brock Purdy, and I'm really hoping he's able to overcome that rib injury, take the Ribex juice that they give to the players so he doesn't feel it and let her rip,
Which is a shot.
We're down Debo, which hurts a little bit, but I actually think that no Debo might play out decently for us because it's a different variable than what Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks defense is used to planning for. Now,
that's a good point out. Yeah.
We're going to miss his short area quickness, like running for those like first downs that look like they should be 2-yard gains, but he gets like 9 yards out of them. There's no doubt about that. But we don't know what Shanahan's going to do instead. Is it going to be Ray McLeod? Is it going to be Danny Gray? Is it going to be, a different variation on that offense? So it's going to make us, I think, a little bit more predictable. And at the end of the day, there's two things I'm looking at. So first of all, Seattle Seahawks over the last 3 games are 32nd in the league against the rush. They're surrendering more yards per game over the last 3 games than any other team. And that is because of the fact that, their interior defensive line is kind of banged up. I just read their starting nose tackle, who is probably their best defensive lineman, is questionable with a sore Achilles. So he might not play. Ooh. And if he does not play, it's going to be worse for the Seattle Seahawks than missing Vita Vea was for the Buccaneers. And our defense is loaded with Pro Bowlers or all pros, depending on how things go. So, I think that with Bosa and Armstead playing next to each other in the second level for us with Warner and Dre Greenlaw, we're going to be good. And we're going to be able to stop that run because we have Hufanga and Ward who can both close in on that ball and tackle. And so I think at the end of the day, my score prediction is going to be, I'm feeling optimistic about this week, Ronbo. 49ers 31, Seattle Seahawks 17. I think the defense lets up 7 points towards the end of the game after it's garbage time. Yes. And, so long as both these teams stay as healthy as they are currently, I really think the Niners' advantage in talented roster is going to overcome the fact that we're playing on a short week and having to travel a little bit. So what do you think about all that, Ronbo?
Oh, I every point, and I do. You made a couple of extremely good points, but I tell you what, Tony, the fact that Debo's not playing also means I don't want to say this because I almost feel like it's blasphemous, but the thing is, a lot more of Christian McCaffrey. That's not a bad thing. The only thing I'm concerned about is like everybody else. It is a football game. I don't want McCaffrey getting hurt, but when Christian is suddenly the workhorse, he's on the slot, he's outside. He's in the backfield. Defenses are wondering, what do we do now? And every time he does that, he shifts the defensive assignments. And so I said, McCaffrey is just really a pain in the ass. And this is great. And Kyle knows how to use it. And apparently so does Glock Purdy.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm enjoying that.
Well, Ronbo, with Christian McCaffrey, I just got to say this. I want more receiving touches for Christian McCaffrey. I want to see him touch the ball more than he did in the last game, but I want to see him carry the ball a fewer amount of times. I'd like to see Christian McCaffrey line up in the backfield with Jordan Mason. I'd like to see them motion Christian McCaffrey in and out of that backfield and, having him catching balls in space from the slot, doing things that Wes Welker and Brendan Stokely used to do, quite frankly. And honestly, though, Ronbo, I think the power run for the 49ers is there to be had with Jordan Mason running behind Aaron Banks, running right at where the Seahawks, I think, aren't going to have their nose tackle. Yeah. So, do that and play some ball control, maybe get Danny Gray deep to at least loosen up that defense, keep Brock Purdy handing the ball off all game long, keep him upright because we're going to need him down the stretch before, for the playoffs. So, but this is not a trap game. This is a big boy game.
No. It's serious. This is how you clinch the playoffs. I mean, clinch
This is how we
the
clinch
spot,
the playoffs.
the division.
Exactly.
Tony, always a pleasure. Jesus Christ. Again, I can't wait till tomorrow so we can stop being concerned. Going through anxiety on both Sunday and Thursday is really too much for one human being. So we're going to get through this. We're going to be better for it, too.
Heck yeah. All right, Ronbo. Take care of yourself. Aloha.
You too, Tony. Aloha. Okay, guys. Listen, I see there's a lot of spamming all of a sudden. Who's it? DK Metcalf Goat. Okay, so you get to get a warning. Okay, but and we're especially hard on people coming in from another team. So don't spam, and you can hang out and get bludgeoned to death by our fans, but you can't spam. Okay, all right, there you go. Hey, Hayden.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hayden, come on in. It's a party.
Okay, first of all, I gotta start off really with Ronbo. What was the score again when we played on week 2? Oh yeah, that's right. We basically shut them out.
Yeah.
Correct, right? And
right.
Yeah, and now they're down a few guys, I've heard. So, I get it. It's the Seahawks. But you know what proved my point? When we went against the Broncos, we still lost against Russell.
Oh,
When we went against the Seahawks without Russell.
it's him. Russell Wilson.
It's
That's
him.
who it is.
I don't
We didn't score any points.
And he
still
played
got
terrible.
away.
It's not even the point that he played terrible that game and everything.
He did.
But it's him. It's just him.
I agree.
So, Geno Smith, I know he's doing okay this year, but when he gets pressure in his face, he throws a lot of picks. So I don't want to hear no MVP Geno Smith anymore. And first of all, yeah, we're on a short week, but they lost to the Panthers. Okay.
And it physically got beat up. That's what was so funny. I mean, the Panthers just beat them up.
Thank you. And we barely. I mean, it's a football game, so we got beat up too. But I mean, 35-7, and the 7 points were 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter when we had all of our starters out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's one more thing I was really irritated about. I forgot to tell you. Why didn't we have our starters in the game in the fourth quarter?
Well, Kyle's explained that.
99% of it.
Kyle's still paranoid, and Brady makes him scared more than any person on the planet.
Kyle,
so that's why
it's
Kyle would have played those guys.
Kyle, it's 35-0. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, come on.
He's got a phobia. You know, I understand his pain. I don't appreciate it, but I understand it.
No, but it's 20. It was 28-3.
Yeah.
This score was 35-0. It's a little big. It's a difference.
And you know what? I thought about you.
That's how you got Deebo injured.
I know, but Debo actually did that to himself. I found out. But Tayden, there was a kid that picked up. Brady left his TB12 water bottle out on the field, right? And
I saw that. He said it's terrible.
I thought about you. There's a Hayden move I can tell. He drinks out of Brady's bottle. He starts gagging like it's, oh God, it's awful.
I wonder what is it.
It was water. He was just making, TB12
I
juice.
did get nervous one time though, because you know that clip of Brady with his head down, and and then after that he always comes back. He did that once. I was like, oh God.
Oh yeah.
No,
or the tablet being he turns around, slams the tablet up against anything he can find.
No, the reason why he couldn't throw it on the ground, because I think he broke. Something's wrong with his hand. Dude, when I saw that replay, Ronbo, when he threw that football as hard as he could and it hit the helmet, I was like, oh God. I was shaking my hand afterwards.
He's not. Losing is not an option for him. It really pisses him off. He's over there yelling at people. He's working the refs. Tom is just, he can't stand it. I like that kind of attitude, especially in a quarterback. But he needs to calm down before he has some kind of heart attack on the field. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. But why is everyone okay? I get our fans are paranoid as the Seahawks, but we saw what we could do to them week 2 when our defense wasn't really. I mean, if you compare week 2 defense to now, it's night and day, and we shut them out basically.
Yeah.
So guys, it was Russell Wilson. It's not.
It's not Geno Smith.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. But I'm not worried. I mean,
You and Emilio,
I'm not.
you make me feel terrible. Phil too.
I'm
You know.
not.
It's just the thing of we've been going through this with these people for years, and so it's like all of a sudden, oh man, here they come. Because hey, Hayden, it's not the first time that they look undermanned and outclassed and somehow came up with a W. I don't, and every time they've done that, I say, you know what? I don't understand this. How the
In
hell
week
do they
2, we
lose?
didn't have
Doesn't
Christian
make any
McCaffrey,
sense.
and we still ran all over them, Rombo.
Yeah, well,
People forget that we didn't have Christian McCaffrey. Still ran all over them.
and
Think about this: the players were probably mentally broken because Trey Lance just broke his foot.
Oh, that's
And we
right.
still,
That was the game Trey
yeah,
got hurt.
people
I just
forget
realized,
about that. Yeah, and we still shut them out, and that you could tell they were all sad.
Mm.
So I'm not worried, Rombo.
Well,
I think Purdy just. My one fear, okay, I always have this, like when Purdy came in Dolphins, what did I say to you? If he gets injured, the next week, of course, he got injured.
Oh,
And people call me, oh, well, there's a lot more fears to that because he's going to be terrible. Well, what happened?
It's not going to happen, Aiden. He'll be fine. I think he's just aching a little bit. He's fine. Hey, you know what? We're going to run out of time.
No. I'm saying I do not want Kyle to just have him throw the ball over and over and then get injured.
You actually shouldn't be throwing the ball against this team anyway. Wear him out on the ground and wear the clock out. Get the win. And let's just get out of here. We got a long rest coming up too. Hayden, what do you got for a score?
I got 20. If it's Brock Purdy, 27-3. If it's whatever his name is,
Johnson,
Josh,
yeah,
17-0.
Either way, the Hawks are going down. I love it.
Yeah. And one more thing. Run the ball with Mason, please. Bye, Ronbo.
He will. Night, Aiden. Somebody the Hawks, after so many years of respect, it's hard to disrespect him. And Pete Carroll is a good coach, even though him and his gum chewing he's going to have a plan. I know Carroll. He's probably had this plan for a couple of weeks since he first saw. Well, hey Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Well, Tony, I'm relaxing more and more I talk here with all my family here, and I don't like playing the Hawks. I don't want to be in that city. If I see any coffee brands where it's made in Seattle, I don't buy it. It's just I don't like anything about that place. The uniforms bother me. Why would you put blue and green on the same uniform? That's just disgusting color combination. A fashion police ought to put them all under arrest. So, it's just about them beating us as many times as they have the last over a decade. So, you can't get over the paranoia. We need to sweep them this year so next year I can start looking at them as any other team,
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about, Ronbo. Don't worry about it. Everything's cool.
I'm trying.
I mean, Debo's not playing. Like the other Tony said, I mean, our team, Debo matters. It's like if McGlinchey was injured, it wouldn't matter.
That's how confident we should be, right?
Wouldn't make any difference to our team.
But actually, though, Tony, McGlinchey's good for run blocking. Now, he may not do a lot of things well, but McGlinchey's your guy for road grading. So, if these guys can't stay in the run game, McGlinchey may be our hero tomorrow.
I don't know.
I may have went too far with that, but I mean, you know what I mean.
We're down to our last quarterback, Ronbo, so he's got to be on his game.
I mean, God.
Wow. But I think Debo's absence will force Shanahan to play some of these rookies, you know what I mean? Which is what we've all been screaming for all year. Yeah. Jordan Mason being one. Has he played TDP?
For some reason, he's been a healthy scratch a couple of times. He's played one game that I remember, but I can't remember how long ago that was.
Yeah, he hasn't played him recently, though, has he?
No. Jordan Mason has kind of beat him out. And they were saying Jordan Mason beat him out due to his special teams play. You know how Kyle is. Kyle makes you, if you're a rookie, you got to earn some time to get into the games.
Yeah, you got
so if you're not contributing, so
You have to get a university degree to make it into the 49ers.
It takes several examinations. Then it's something like the bar exam. Oh, that's ridiculous.
But
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. What's it? Danny Gray? You know, they might have been practicing with the old Brock, Mr. Brock.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to go deep all the time with his speed. Kyle's probably trying to teach him how to run routes. Kyle's got to think about route running. I remember that year he told George Kittle, at the end of the season, George had just broken all the records. He was like the guy. And Kyle says to him, yeah, I really wish you'd work on your route running this offseason, though. Yeah, go ahead, Kyle. Pour water on his smoke. You know, I heard Kyle didn't even say good job and everything else. I need for you to work on your route running during the offseason.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I thought to myself, nothing against Brock Purdy. You know, I love what he's doing. I would like to see a bigger body of work. I mean, we know that Nick Mullins had broken some of Favre's records or something like that, and he's turned
right off the bat,
crap.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to see a bit more bigger body of work. But so far, he's trucking along nicely.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about the other day in the truck, and I was just driving along, and I thought, you know, Brock Purdy's throwing interceptions, and no one's saying nothing. If that was Jimmy, that would be right up his ass.
Oh God. True.
And you know, we live in a sick world, Ronbo. It needs healing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've been saying it for a long time.
What's that lady on FS1? You know,
does she have a podcast?
Big old titties. What's her name?
Is that the one with Cowherd?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you bring her up.
It's trial by media. You know, if someone
she
tries
really
to do the same
bothers
thing
me. Yeah. You
to a
know.
cop.
Everybody went against them.
Tony, we lost your volume. Tony, we lost you. Tony, we're still.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now you're back. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the car took over. It put me on bloody Bluetooth, the stupid thing.
All right. But anyway, I know you were talking about the co-host. I forget her name, but Coward. Yeah, she really bothers me. Sometimes
she hammers Jimmy all
the time, whether he's playing good or not. This is the thing with a lot of people. Whether Jimmy's playing good or not, they're just hammering. So, you know what? Did you even watch the last game? God, let up. When he's doing bad, okay, but when he's doing well, shut up. Oh, that's so unnerving.
Someone was to do that to her, she'd break down in tears and go, I don't want to lose my job. You know, this is trial by media.
She has a whole contingent of people that do that. You know, that's why I was taking exception to that. So, you know what, you guys, okay, when he's doing bad, I can understand. But he's gone 3 games in a row, and you're still talking trash. How about giving us props for a change? I'm watching Dak Prescott out there smelling up the street everywhere he walks, and nobody's saying anything. But let Jimmy. He's got 4 INTs on the season, and you're still running him through that same ringer. Oh, it's just terrible.
Doesn't matter, anyway. But I'm not scared of the Seahawks.
I know.
I was gonna say we're gonna shut them out, but I won't be that cruel. Yeah, it's gonna look. You know what happens at the end of the year, Ronbo? Some of these shitty teams just play hard just to play spoiler.
And they're gonna, Tony. You know what? We between all the getting your volume and everything, we've lost production's working before. Tony, I need to get your score though, so we could.
Score? I'm going to say 31, and I'm going to give them 2 field goals to 6.
You know, that makes more sense, too. 31-6 is so accurate. You know, because they've got no business scoring a lot of points. I may have given them 2 points. All right. Tony, we're going to go before we lose it here with production. So, listen, I'll tell you what. I'll see you tomorrow after the game.
Looking forward to it, brother.
All right. Have a great day.
Shout out to everyone. See you in the next chapter.
Looking forward. Have a great day, Tony. All right. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Cheers, buddy.
All right. Hey, it's Papa Dragon.
What?
Pop, I know you weren't scared in the first place because Pop thinks, the guy stays on an even keel with his emotions, usually. You never thought for one moment, you never entertained the thought of the Hawks beating us tomorrow at all, did you?
No, because this is, like I said, it's an extremely deep football team.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best complementary football we've seen the 49ers play in a long time, with special teams, defense, and offense.
We got all three cylinders popping. That's true.
The biggest difference.
Number what? 5, I think. As a matter of fact, because I hadn't thought about them. Yeah.
And like I say, no disrespect to porn star Jimmy. I'm not saying that Brock Purdy is better. I'm not saying it. What I am saying is that the film says that we have better quarterback play at that position than we have had in a long time. Probably, in my opinion. Again, you could make an argument for Kaepernick, but Jeff Garcia went to 4 straight Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
And he took 2 NFL
he is
teams.
The best in the last since then, actually. True.
Yeah. So, we're better at the quarterback position. We're better at the running back position. It's just the defense is better than they were at that point in the year. The entire team,
no argument about that.
Overall,
is crazy good. Yeah,
is better. I'm seeing elite traits from Brock Purdy as far as movement in the pocket, quick twitch, quickness, getting the ball where it's got to go to, and more importantly, being able to ad lib and make something out of nothing, which is one of the greatest quarterback traits you can have. We just see, if you go across quarterback rankings around the league right now, Brock Purdy has been jumping up a minimum of 15 spots from where he started.
He's 70% out there. So
yeah, so a lot. He's really making things interesting. So I'm pretty excited about that. He's got to do it again, but he's played in big games in college. On the road, he's gotten his ass kicked. He knows what that feels like. So ultimately,
it is important.
No, you got to know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can honestly sit here and say, would I like to see more arm strength? Of course. And that's something that will probably mature as his career starts, but he's only 22 years old. He's not supposed to be making the plays that he's making right now. So really, really big kudos to the 49ers defense for giving him hell all year long on the scout team. So I'm not worried. We should win this game. We're supposed to win this game. Okay, now let's say we lose. Okay, I find it hard to believe a team this skilled is going to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. So winning against Tampa was absolutely huge, but a Thursday night game is very difficult on the road in that stadium. It is difficult, and there is a possibility that Seattle can win this game. Just not tomorrow.
Having to stay home, exactly.
Just not tomorrow night. It's just not happening. Geno Smith holds the ball. Probably, I think he's like 28th or 29th longest in the league. We get more pressures on the quarterback than anybody else in the league. That's a bad scenario. Yeah. They can't stop the run. We run the ball. That's a bad scenario. They got rookie cornerbacks. We got like 3 or 4 receivers. It's a lot of this stuff just looks bleak. And I think that we got the quarterback with the swagger and the attitude to go after it. We got somebody who's not going to play safe. We got somebody, did you know last week that touchdown to IU, that wasn't in the game plan? Did you know that?
No,
that was not in the game plan. They dialed that up at during the game. They saw something and they're like, hey, Kyle, this is probably going to be open. We run this play. We haven't practiced it, but it's going to be open. Touchdown. That's what happens when you have a quarterback.
That's what I like about Kyle. That kind of flexibility. And even though a lot of people don't want to admit it, We saw that coming down the last 6 weeks or so, 7 weeks. Kyle is finally lifting the restraints, and you're seeing the quarterback go out there and do a little bit more of what he can do. And him trusting, and Lynch already said, yeah, we trust Brock. And you see, you guys could have done it a long time ago. You know,
well, yes, yes and
let
no.
the quarterback work.
You had Jimmy, and the whole team was behind Jimmy. You got to understand that's Jimmy Garoppolo's team, okay? But when they lost Jimmy, okay, Kyle had to sell Lynch on it. He had to sell Lynch on, no, we don't need nobody. We'll just keep a roll Purdy. And Lynch is like, are you sure? He says, look, come down to practice, come look at some of this film, talk to some of the defensive players. And as soon as he did that, that's what you got. You got Purdy and you got Josh Johnson. That decision was made based on what Lynch saw as well. So it's been sold. It's a done deal, Ronbo. I got the 49ers 31-9 tomorrow night.
I love it. See, this is what I'm talking about. I gave them 10. But that's as much as I think I should be giving them. Some people giving them 17 and 24. The 49ers have given like over 20 points in how many weeks? Since Kansas City. You know,
I don't know how they're going to score. I mean, Geno Smith at the core is he's Geno Smith. He just is. I'm sorry.
And that says it all right there. Bob,
we're
going to go. We got to go because we're going to run out of time before production starts punching at me. So listen,
all right,
Bob, I love everything you said. It's absolutely on target. Let's see you tomorrow. Give my best to Bam and Bo and Mrs. Dragon. All right.
Yeah. Shout out to production. Please like and subscribe to Rebel Sports.
Thanks, Bob. All right, fam. And Harold Murillo I'm glad to see that Kyle is not stepping off the gas pedal. Remember, many fans have criticized Kyle for not being aggressive. Let's go for an answer. Harold, this has been the thing, and this is why that's why I continue to stand behind Jimmy, because I said, you know what, guys, if you worked for Kyle, you'd be a little frustrated too. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Guys, don't deviate, because if you do, it's going to throw off the whole mechanism. He's one of those kind of coaches. It's going to throw off the whole interaction of the team. So let's do this. Now, all of a sudden, Kyle, all right, if you go off script, that's okay. If you go off script over and over again, that's okay too, as long as it's effective. So, Big Show says, Joyless Taylor on FS1. You were talking about, God, she's annoying. And she talks like, and I know what I'm talking about. I was waiting for one time to go, that's, boy, Joe, you need to back up. That was all the way wrong. Hayden Barry, the INT Slayer, public enemy number one. I know, yeah. Young Montana, he goes through things. There was one day there he actually was at least bearable. He goes in and out. He is a mental case, there's no doubt about it. Hey, yo, Ellis!
Ron Bizzle.
Ellis, I'm starting to feel foolish about even being concerned about the Hawks. I'll get over it in the first quarter, hopefully tomorrow, after I watch it. You know what? Remember we was talking yesterday? I was saying, man, I don't like to play these people in this place. Weird things happen all the damn time. All of a sudden, the lights are going to go out, and the Hawks are going to sneak into the end zone. They're going to turn the lights back on, and they're back to touchdown, Seattle. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, my imagination does run wild when we're playing the Hawks, but Ellis, I've calmed down since we've started talking tonight. What are you thinking about tomorrow's game? And give us a score.
Man, it's one of those games that I feel like we've been needing to. I mean, we got the first win, and we had a nice strong win against Seattle already. But
they should have been blanked.
This is this is the headshot. This game is a headshot for them that we got to take. We got to lay them down. This game. We got years and years of ass whippings that if we could accumulate all of those games,
over a decade,
where they got over on us, and we can run it up on them, run up the score, get in the 40s, or something like that on them.
In their house,
keep them under.
Yes.
Yeah, keep them under 14 points or something like that. This would be
That would be real nice. It would be a wonderful closure to, just that whole that energy that we have towards the Hawks. And we'll need it more as the seasons go, like next year, the year after. We need to keep whipping their ass, just to make sure that they keep knowing. You know what I mean? You stay down, don't get up.
Run the score.
We got to keep giving them to that. Yeah.
I love it.
This is a beautiful moment for us, though. So I just really hope that the guys are really ready to take advantage of this opportunity we got. We got so much in front of us with this win. We solidify ourselves and winning the West, and it's kind of like what we don't want to leave any room for any kind of questioning or anything playing the damn Seahawks. We want to close it out. And we still got the Cardinals, of course, but it doesn't really matter, win loss. I still see us, smoking the Cards again.
Yeah.
But we need to definitely make sure that we take care of business tomorrow.
Yeah. Make it clear. Don't walk out of there like the Cowboys, having to fight your ass off in the fourth quarter to beat the Texans. And if we have to fight our ass off in the fourth quarter trying to drive down the field 90 yards to keep from losing the game, that's going to make me lose my mind. We already had one win like that we didn't appreciate. Who was that we beat barely and we weren't happy?
The Chargers. I mean, that was one game.
Yeah.
That I was. We really snuck out of there.
But the Chargers ain't no chump team. Wasn't there somebody else? No, I think it was the Chargers. I think that was one everybody was upset about because they had people missing. So
Yeah, they were missing Mike Williams and they were missing what's his name too, the other wide receiver. I don't know why I always forget his damn name.
They're top receivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But they. They're missing it. Wait a minute, is Kenneth Walker playing? Because I kept hearing about.
The word is. Word on the street is he is playing.
Okay. All right. Well,
he's banged up
good.
though.
That's still good for. Yeah. And I mean, we got some hitters, so he's gonna, he's good. We got to make sure that we game tackle him. He's got that. He's kind of got that. What's his name? I don't know, whatever the hell his name is. That running back that they had, not Rashard Penny, but the other guy that they had that was always dragging people.
And they've always got a guy like that. That one that got hurt last year and he's out this year. Did he retire even?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
I believe
man,
he did.
He used to really bother me.
I believe he did.
This is why I don't like to play the Hawks. Here he come, man. We can't tackle him. He used to bother me. Powerful runner.
Yeah, he absorbed hits. He was like a walking shield. You know what I'm saying? He just bounce off of him. When you run him, he just knocks you back.
And then dragging dudes down the field.
Yeah, man. But you know what, Ronbo? Honestly, the pass game is going to be what works for them mostly. They are going to try to do some runs. I saw him using that guy, whatever the hell his name is. Damn it,
defense offense.
Travis Homer.
Oh, Travis.
Homer.
Travis did get in there for a couple of plays. You saw that Panthers game, yeah.
Yeah, and he can get slippery. So we got to make sure we can maintain keep him in the air. Keep Geno back there feeling comfy. You know what I'm saying? As if there's no defensive rush. And then we got 3 sacks on him minimum tomorrow. Now, he's going down at least 3 times tomorrow. We're too damn good for him not to get hit like that, but. Defensively, I think we're going to take care of business. It's just making sure that offensively we continue to convert on third downs, get all of our red zone scores, no turnovers. I think we win this game, no problem, honestly.
And Geno throws picks under pressure. The Panthers scared him to death, and that one sideline shot of Pete Carroll was hilarious. Pete Carroll, you can read his lips. What was that? Pete, you didn't teach him that? I thought you taught him that.
made him swallow his gum. Yeah, he fucked around and swallowed his gum on that one.
Ellis, you gave us your score already. Did we get that? Did we do that right
No.
now? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, the scores, man, give me 35, 35-14.
You give him 14?
14.
Because I was hoping you'd say 40.
I would say 13, a touchdown, and maybe 2 field goals. I would say 13.
Yeah.
Well, 40-6 sounds a whole lot better than the score I just gave. So I'll take that. I'll take that one too.
Because we're talking about running the score up on them. Beat them up and bury them. Throw the dirt on top of them. Walk out. That's what I want.
Give me 42 then. Give me 42-14 then. Give me another TD on there. Give me another 7, Ronbo. Fuck it. I'm going all in. All right.
42-14.
Take all my money.
All right, Ellis.
All right.
Tomorrow,
Yeah, man. Shout out to the faithful. Thank you for the platform, fam. As always.
And send some big hugs to the squad for me. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. We'll be in the house tomorrow night.
All right.
Post game.
All right.
And shout out to the faithful, man. Much love to all of y'all, man. And hit the like, subscribe. You know where you at. Wipe your feet. And yeah, man. Let's get this W, man. Let's close it out.
Let's get it. All right. Night, Ellis.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Sir.
And Hayden, and Hayden can be really tenacious. I love it. Don't worry. I'll make sure that young Montana, I won't go out of line. I don't think he knows why my name is the TNT Slayer. This is good because Hayden is very tenacious and can be very vicious. TNT people just stop talking to him. The only young Montana, don't block him or else, that'll show your cowardice, okay? Go get him, Hayden. For that, I just want to tell you Hawks will be, I just want to tell you all, you Hawks will be the only team to lose our 3 quarterbacks in one season. When's the last time a team done that? Okay, we've lost 2. We haven't lost all 3 yet. But they tried to. I mean, we're getting an injury report. He's day to day. Hey, Frank. Frank.
What's up? What's
Frank, we're sitting up here tripping on the Hawks because, when we got other teams were playing, and we just, oh, man, we got this. Well, a lot of us. But the Hawks, oh, man, these people, man, because I don't like type fooling with the Hawks, right? So, but after talking tonight, it's one of them things like you need to get up. When you're little kids, you don't like to sleep in the dark, and you tell your mom to leave the door open and things like that. Close the closet. I know the man is in there. That's what the Hawks do to the 49er fan. Now, we should grow up. There ain't nobody standing in the closet, and yeah, you can close the door. Go to sleep. Huh. That's where I'm at now. We got this. Don't we, Frank?
Yeah, we're gonna be fine, Ronbo. I ain't too worried. We just gotta continue to play our game, man. We know they're gonna come out real aggressive. They're at home, so they're gonna probably start off, trying to do some little trickery stuff, trying to keep us all balanced. They're gonna try to do a little hurry up. Yeah, they don't got they still trying to make the playoffs.
I know, so they can go crazy. Them special teams tricks and stuff they like
don't
to
want us. They don't. Yeah, for one, it's a divisional game, and then also they don't want us to clinch on their field. That we win.
See that? There's that
element too. So,
in my house,
there's a lot of elements
and run me out the playoffs. Yeah, they're thinking like that.
But I see Cal going. Cal going. Like I said, I like like Jimmy had a good year. Jimmy had a great year. Like I said, I think Brian Cleese did a heck of a job coming in there and help Jimmy a lot. But I just think Kyle just like I don't know, like with the offense just look a little different with Purdy as far as just pushing the ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? So I think we really going, Kyle gonna really push the ball down the field more. Like he's just having fun now. He got like a new toy, like Brock Purdy's new toy, and he's just enjoying it. And now he's back. Let me do this.
Frank,
let me do that. Let me do this.
Actually, I just found out that down the field stuff, that was Purdy's fault or Purdy's idea. Every now and then you'll see, and I saw that play that T.C. Coleman that him and Jimmy made that day. Kyle didn't tell him they could do that. See, now Kyle has gotten to the point, I think, if you want to do these things, go ahead. But it's probably, if it fails, Kyle will be like, okay, see that? That's why I tell you guys what I want you to do. So as long as Kyle's like this, we're going to see some great football. I really think so.
Yeah, Purdy not scared of just continually taking shots. That's the threat.
As I say, the leash
that's
is off.
Different maker.
But I hope he just
that's a different maker. Yeah, we had to see that play with IU.
That was the one I'm talking about too. That I just heard about.
That play wasn't even. Yeah, they just put their play. IU was on KBR or something like that. He was talking about it, and so he didn't even know. He
wasn't done to practice or anything.
He didn't know that they ain't practice or nothing. He said they did practice it, but he didn't know.
But it wasn't part of the game plan, not really.
Yeah, it's part of the game plan. Yeah. So, I just think, good. Man, no, this is good. I just say, one game at a time, man. I think we just go up there, the hostile environment, but, Brock Purdy done played in college. He played, around thousands of fans, as far as big games, so it don't phase him, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I like about, it's just his mannerism, his demeanor on the field. It's like it don't fade, like it ain't too big for him.
Looking like Brady.
Go out there and
everybody's
play his
compared
game. Yeah, just play his game. So I think we're gonna be good, Ronbo. I don't predict no score, man.
But I know you say W. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a W, man. I think we might get about two picks, or mark my word, I might get a Sammy Walmack pick 6 for the house. So remember I said that. I called it out.
Frank, do you know that?
Remember I said that, Ronbo.
Gino didn't have any. Gino had 4 picks on the year until this game against the Panthers. The Panthers pressured Gino to death and forced him into mistakes. So, let's see if we can, because we can pressure you.
That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do, keep the pressure, and that's what we do. We going to just pressure, make them force the ball, make them try to force them throws, man. So, hey, man, I'm not worried, man. It's not the Russell Wilson Seattle,
I know, right?
He have a good record towards us, Russell, this Geno Smith, so. You know what I'm saying? It's Geno Smith, man.
It's true, but just like I'm saying, Rusty's over in Colorado, and they beat us 11. Was it 11-10? See, that's that Russ voodoo. How the hell did you get away with that? Because he's Russell Wilson. Damn. Anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, he just had our number, man. It's just like Aaron Rodgers got the Dallas number, man. Just always be there one, man.
And we got his number too. 49ers got Aaron's number too.
Yeah, we got Aaron Rodgers number. See how it is? We got his number. We got the Rams number. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
So it just be like that.
We'll see tomorrow after the game, so we can say, see that? We did it, man. Ain't no.
Hey, what's good with Ron? But yeah, man, we going, man. Let's go ahead and clinch the division, man, and then let's heal up. We got a nice little mini bye. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't play for the next following Sunday.
And we need it too.
So yeah, we do. So man, I love you, Ron. Both appreciate
love you back,
man. I love you, faithful. Everybody, stay safe, stay blessed, man, and fish sandwich for everybody. All right, Ron.
Extra hot sauce. Night, Frank. See you tomorrow. Sports cult. If Purdy plays, this will be his real test. Vegas knows something we don't. Line is moving in Hawks' favor fast. Niners should win. That said, Hawks by 6. Hawks by 6. Because the thing is, in a hostile environment where I hope we don't have to go to silent count or anything like that. You're asking a lot of him. He hasn't experienced that yet. That's why our defense has got to beat the Hawks up, because the defense doesn't have to worry about no noise. Beat them up. Hayden Barrett, he blocked me. Well, that was easy. You coward, young Montana. You're in here pissing people off and you don't want to use it. Go back and forth. What is that? Hey, Howard. Oof. I gotta go to dogs. Howard, they're chasing that cat. That's a hawk strategy. Howard, it's Hawks time.
What's that?
It's Hawks time, pal. It's always very nervous, worrisome. It's going to take me a year or two to get them out of my system, to continue to respect them the way I do. And I really don't want to do that. But, Howard, are you concerned?
No.
How come?
Not at all. This is too much to
it really
for
is.
Seattle to defend, and too much for them to
try to
to stop. And
yeah,
it's too much. And they'll have the crowd have it in a frenzy for a little bit in the first half, but as soon as the points go up on the board, then you know what I mean, they get quiet.
Because Howard, we're superior to that team in just about every facet. Wide receivers, okay, we'll give it to Lockett and we'll give it to DK. But after that, you go every position, and you can't run against us. They brought that boy back that was hurt. He's banged up. You go run in there and get him killed. Because I'm talking Fred Warner. Dre Greenlaw's lost his mind. And you go try to score points on this defense who has seen better offenses than yours. I mean, come on. I got to talk myself into it. I'm trying here. Because they got some miracles on us before, Howard. I don't know how they're getting away with that stuff they've been getting with it down through the years. They're not just now not better than us. Man.
You know what, man? Like, I think this is the time, man. You know how the monkey from Lion King said, "It is time. It is time."
I like the Kenyan
for
accent.
the Niners to finally sweep the Seahawks. I don't think we ever did, have we?
Wait, I got to get over
That never happened.
Your excellent T'Challa. Hey, you know what? Did you say sweep? 2011, I asked about that earlier.
We never swept them.
2011, that was the last time that happened. So, because I asked about that earlier, and somebody went and looked it up. 2011. That's over a decade.
Oh, yeah. Damn. I don't even remember.
I don't either. I want to know who the quarterback was. 2011. Alex Smith.
It was. I think it was.
Yeah, that's Alex time. Smith. Yeah, because Harbaugh wasn't here yet. Russell Wilson wasn't over there yet either, as I remember.
Harbaugh was here. Yeah, Harbaugh was here.
2011.
Yeah.
Because we went to the playoffs. We had the 13-3 record. I thought that was 20. That's right, 2012.
Yeah,
right.
It was 11, 12.
That was Harbaugh.
Yeah, 11 and 12. Yep.
Yeah.
It was so long ago, I forgot all
Alex
about
and Harbaugh. That's right. That was his first year.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on, man. People have graduated college from elementary schools. I mean, God, it was too long ago. God. So,
Yeah, man. I think Jordan Mason, I think this is going to be a come-out party.
He came out. Kyle just didn't pay him any attention 2 weeks ago. Kyle just didn't take him serious.
You know Kyle does this on purpose, bro.
He says he brings him along slowly on purpose. Yeah.
He gets these, he make it seem like, yeah, I coached him up like that. Yeah, that was me.
So you take all the credit.
Taking the credit, my nigga. Come on, bro. Just let the kids play. Like, geez. So,
especially if he's doing a good job. You can believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elijah Mitchell.
Still get the credit, bro.
Well, Elijah gets hurt a lot. I know, but he brings him along slowly so he can say, well, yeah, I brought him along like that on purpose. And then you look at Elijah Mitchell, right? Elijah Mitchell's actually, when it comes to running between the tackles, he's actually better than McCaffrey. But Kyle let him sit down for a whole first half.
Yeah, he's something else, man. I mean, I think he might get more carries tomorrow, because Christian McCaffrey kind of carried the load against Tampa Bay a little bit.
Yeah.
So if I was Kyle, I would probably lean on Mason a little bit more tomorrow.
And Coleman's probably going to be playing tomorrow too, I would imagine. That's why Kyle probably didn't let him play the other day. So you might even see TDP and Mason, and as you say, McCaffrey sparingly.
I'd rather see TDP play. I don't want to see Coleman play no more. I'm sorry. He's done.
I know. He used to make me tired too. I couldn't wait till our speedster came in. Most came in. I was so relieved Because Cole was I don't know what happened to him because he looked better in Atlanta. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway.
Who knows?
He catches out of the backfield though, so TC does that better than he does run. I think you can use him that way as well. Little short screens, and get the ball to him out in space.
He dances too much. He dances too much, man.
Yeah, and the hole when he's running the ball, especially, and he ends up being like Carlos Hyde, running into 30 dudes all piled up together.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Just hit the gap,
and
pound away, pause.
Go, yes.
That's it.
You make a commit and do it. Well, fam,
he bothered me.
What do you got for a score?
Ronbo, Seattle Seahawks. You will lose tomorrow night, 27-9. And you Seahawks fans, you all will rest in peace.
Even Papa Dragon's got to be impressed with that. Howard, I'll see you tomorrow. Do it in after the game, all right?
All right, man.
Howard. Boy, he did the Undertaker. Wouldn't that be great if Debo, Debo won't be there, but who's the biggest prankster? George Kittle? Roll him out there dressed like the Undertaker in the fourth quarter and have him sit up in his coffin. They'd have to be escorted out of the area. Boy, because the Hawks fans would be mad as hell. It's Z, the Dark One. Z. Wait, the 49ers are rolling what looks to be a casket out on the field. And they're heading toward the sideline. And now they're moving toward the middle of the field. The referees are coming over to stop the game. It's George Kittle. Is that Kittle? That's got to be Kittle. Kittle comes up with the microphone. Anything to humiliate the Hawks in front of the 12th. Oh, that'd be so awful. Starkwood, see, where you at, man? Yeah, Hayden. Yeah, question him, Chris. That's a good question. Put him under interrogation. I don't know why, young man. Why'd you block Hayden? Okay, let's check. See if they will come back. Young Montana. He doesn't like to be harassed. Well, now you know how everybody else feels. Jalen.
Ronbo.
Wait, JD. Wait. Don't hype tour fans up.
Ronbo. Hayden hit the nail on the coffin earlier. It ain't the goddamn Seahawks. It was fucking Russ. I'm not worried about the Seahawks, Ronbo. I'm not worried about the Seahawks. It's Russ. It's always been Russ, Ronbo. If you look at it, even last year when he got injured, we ironically had to play him twice through both of those injuries. And he beat us.
Both times.
So I mean, it's over. This Seahawks fan, anybody in here, this little 10-year drought y'all had with us, that shit's over. It's over now. Jimmy Ward, I don't know if you watched Jimmy Ward on Instagram, Ronbo, but he was talking about he wished that DK Metcalf would stay there. He said how everybody got traded away in his earlier years and he was getting whooped up on and how the 49ers was garbage. He said he wants that to happen to DK. And hell, they need it too, Ronbo.
Jimmy kills me, boy. Jimmy be running smack. He don't care who you are. If you make him mad once,
I love J-Dub.
I love J-Dub. I do too. Boy. I didn't like what he did against OBJ in that championship game. He could have did later, but otherwise, yeah, Ward's that's my enforcer.
Yeah, Seahawks. I mean, Ronbo, I say it every time I leave. Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, I don't even know if I can call y'all ass at this point. I don't know. Disgraceful. And Seahawks, we came for that ass, and now we're gonna put y'all down tomorrow. Ronbo, let's be real, bro.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray just tore his ACL. I don't have a problem with Kyler. I don't have a problem with the Cardinals. I felt a little bad for him.
I really don't either.
He's not gonna be back till 2024, so we can count the Cardinals out.
Yep.
The Rams are the Rams.
Yep.
And then we got Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what I mean, Ronbo, if you would have told me back in January the starting quarterback for the NFC West would have been Baker Mayfield, Colt McCoy, undrafted rookie, and Geno Smith by the end of the year, I would have been like, Ronbo, what are you talking about?
Nobody seen that coming.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Ronbo. It's a whole new cute, like it's crazy. But I mean, we have the better team overall in the best coaching. Well, I mean, Pete Carroll's a pretty good coach too, but we got a better roster.
Yeah, we got to give him that credit, damn it. But that's it. I'm tired of them people. Really am.
Yeah.
I don't think they
Ronbo,
did.
Do you think Ty Davis Price might get any carries?
I don't. I don't know what's going on between. You know how Kyle is. When he's got it out for one of his players, you'll never know what's going on. All you know is they're not out there. You think Danny Gray was hurt all year long? I don't think so. Danny Gray, he wouldn't let him play. And we had this conversation about Trey Sermon, and that's what Kyle does. He isolates his rookies who won't behave or whatever's going on, and don't even dress today. You're not playing.
I wonder why he likes that though. Because Ronbo, I told you, like Trey Sermon, I saw the talent. You could definitely see the talent, Ronbo. Mm-hmm. It ain't like he was just
He just wouldn't let him play. Yeah, Cal wants to be able to do more than one thing too. He said Jordan Mason, because of his special teams play, was given the nod over TDP. TDP like, man, I didn't come over here to play no special teams. Yeah. And if you have an attitude of any kind, I think Kyle will see it, because him and Ayuk had a falling out last year too, right? I don't know what that was about exactly, but they had a shouting match or something, from what I understand. What? Really? So
Hey, Ronbo, I think we need to draft some interior linemen this year. We need some more girth inside.
If for no other reason other than the ones that get hurt, we got somebody to replace them with.
Because I hate to be negative.
Cool. We need a center, though, Jalen.
No, Ronbo. I'm talking about on the defensive line.
Oh.
Yeah, we need more defensive tackles, Ronbo. I mean, you saw once Armstead went out and Javon ain't been here. Who did we have up the middle?
And Javon ain't coming back, fam.
Javon's a bust.
Hey, Javon is a bust. I don't believe he's coming back.
Javon is a bust, Ronbo. He's an immature bust. Like I don't like Grant Kahn that much either, but the way that he represented himself on that show, yeah, like he's a bust. Ronbo, he's an immature bust, and we should have kept Buckner, but I mean, it is what it is.
There was another guy in the draft too that was a big man.
The dude from the Panthers, the dude from the Panthers.
What's his name?
It's like Brown, I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
See I said, you know what? Did we pick the right one?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
we didn't. We picked a guy with bad knees and overweight.
And that knee is never going to get better. They already told everybody it's going to progressively get worse. So you know what? Why did we draft him? I wanted the wide receiver anyway, that went to the Raiders. It's too late. And I think we could have saved that kid's life. If he came to the 49ers, he wouldn't have been driving down no Vegas Strip at 100 whatever miles an hour he was doing. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but I don't believe he would have done that in San Francisco or any place around here. Anyway, it's too late. Henry Ruggs. Yeah. I was saying, man, get Henry Ruggs. And Henry Ruggs was tearing ass with the Raiders for a little bit, too. Oh, it's such a shame. Anyway, Jalen, what do you got for a score? Jalen, did we lose Jalen? Jalen?
Oh,
Jalen?
Ronbo, I'm sorry. I got muted, Ronbo. But for a score, I'm gonna go 28 to. Somebody said 3. So I'm gonna give him 2 field goals. No, I'm gonna give him 3 field goals, Ronbo. 28.
You give him 3 field goals, okay.
Yeah, I'll give him 3 field goals.
It is Thursday night. 49ers might be a little tired. A little bit. All right, Jalen, give that fun sign off, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Ronbo, you know how I gotta leave. Seahawks, Rams, y'all some ass. Cardinals, y'all irrelevant. Seahawks, we came for that ass. Ronbo, let me get a line of shout out.
Niners! My dude, Jalen. Jalen, see you tomorrow. Yeah, Jalen's right. It's hard to hate on the Cardinals. I haven't taken them seriously in a long time. They did beat us though, but I still wasn't mad at them. Yeah, that's really funny, huh? Rams, Hawks? Oh, you know. Water sucks. Ronbo, ain't it hard to hold in a laugh when you hear the word Rams? Yeah, you got me. And we're coming for the double mid Carol. Ass chickens. You know what? It's the fan bases. Do you know the Cardinal fan base never says nothing to anybody except that one guy that calls in every now, but he's hilarious. But the Rams and Hawks. Oh, we've had some word wars up in this chat. Hey, Brian.
Once again, representing the league's most dangerous team, the law says, know your role and shut your mouth.
That's what I say.
What's that? What's happening,
Brian,
Ronbo?
It's Hawks time, Brian. You know?
Man, Ronbo, it's hard. It's getting kind of hard for me getting on the chat.
You know, well,
I just said I try to get on Monday night. I waved the red flag. I read the white flag. I said, I can't get on it. I'll try again.
You said the chat. You mean on the phone or the chat?
On the phone. On your, on your
yeah.
show. I mean, get on the
Yeah, winning brings a lot of company. You know.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm glad you hung out. Delighted to hear what.
I knew Sunday was out the question. I knew Sunday was out the question. You know, it's
we just won.
Short and sweet. You know, everybody can't keep it short and sweet, Ronbo. You know
we try though. Well, you're right. People do battle it, but we try. But you know, it was a festive occasion, right? You know, you got Brock Purdy went out there and beat Tom Brady. That's the first time Brady's ever lost to a rookie. Boy, that was. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was special.
That's what they say. Ronbo is the first time for everything.
That's true. But not tomorrow will be the first time Brock Purdy loses a game. He should win tomorrow and go 3-0. God.
Yeah.
And you know how they always say Kyle Shanahan can't win without Jimmy? Well, you know, that'd be interesting because tomorrow, if Brock wins 3 in a row, that's Jimmy-like.
Oh, man.
So, you know.
Man. Watch out.
We got
tell you what, Ronbo, the quarterback position is going to be very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
If, you know, however this season ends, it's going to be very interesting next year.
It really is. Because
you think they're gonna bring Jimmy back?
Well, I don't know that relationship between Kyle and Jimmy. I don't know what that's like, but I do know, for financial reasons, if Brock Purdy is what he appears to be, you probably don't bring back Jimmy. Now the race will be, you can't just say after a year or two off that you should just give the ball right back to Trey now, especially if Brock has proven that he can run this team, right? But he is a first-round draft pick, which we spent a lot of things on to get. So you do need Jesse. Look, you guys, you figure that one out. Okay. And then he runs a runoff. But it's not fair to Trey because he's been out. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine.
Well, Ronbo, when we win, I'm going to say when we win. When we win tomorrow, do you realize that we will have the trifecta? We'll own the division.
And
we own what I had said it. I had rehearsed it before I got on the. I got on there with y'all.
We win the West.
We'll own the division, and we already own California. Well, no, we beat the Raiders.
We're getting ready
to beat the Raiders.
We'll
own California.
Well, they're not in Cali anymore. Yeah.
We and we already own Florida.
There you go. Oh, you're talking about where ownership is.
That'll be the trifecta, you know.
The NFC West, that's a bigger trifecta because NFC West sweep. We own the NFC West. We own Florida. Now we got to own the playoffs, and that'll make the trifecta even better and get to the Super Bowl.
You think Ronbo? You think we get that 2 seed?
Yeah, I got to look at the Vikings schedule, and I bet I can call it. I don't know who they're playing the next 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah, because right now I don't see the Eagles. They flying high. I just don't see it unless they go to fall asleep and sleepwalking and let the Cowboys get one, which I doubt it.
Because the Eagles look like they're bored sometimes. If the Vikings play the Lions again, listen, Brian, the Lions, if they get a defense next year, you can get ready to put them in the mix. They finally figured something out over there. And Jared Goff is playing great football. He's got an offensive line.
Yeah.
Well, he always could play, but the offensive line was never protecting him in L.A. or for the last year in Detroit.
Right.
So.
Man.
But anyway, talk about the Hawks now. What do you got for a score?
Ronbo, I'm going to say 27-10. 27-10.
I like that. They ain't got no business getting anything more than maybe a TD.
And we win. And we win the division.
Yeah.
No more than I think if no more than the Hawks ain't gonna score no more than 10. And that'll probably be a fluke. That'll be a fluke team.
What the special teams think they like to do. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But but is he gonna run? Now, is Mason gonna be in the mix tomorrow night?
I can't imagine him not being. I see him starting the game and running a lot.
He gotta be.
Yeah.
He gotta be. Now when you got Debo, I'm like, what?
Get that big heavy
what
running
is your
back in
beef
there
with Mason? Getting Mason in there, man. I mean, do he know the plays or what? What is
he doesn't even know
I don't want him. I don't want him to run McCann in the ground either.
No. And I wish he'd run TDP. Coleman's probably going to be involved. But you run Jordan Mason against these guys for a first half, I'm telling you right now, they're going to be some tired Hawks because they don't like to stop the run. Howard, Brian, we got to roll, and I'm going to see you tomorrow, game time. All right?
Brother Ronbo, shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful, and shout out to production as always. I'm out.
And the law is out. I helped him with that. Night, Brian.
Ronbo, I'm see you tomorrow night.
Looking forward to it. Night, fam.
Yes, sir. All right.
Oh, and let's go to the big win. He's out in that big truck making the big bucks. Big win.
Oh, man. What's going on?
We're sitting here playing our old nemesis, you know what I'm saying? They're no longer, they're just a shell of what they used to be, but they're still walking around with that ugly green and blue uniform and worrying me a little bit, just a little bit. And hey, Big One, let me make one thing clear, though. It's not them as much as I worry about the referees. I don't know what gets into the officials when we play the Seahawks, but for some reason, the Seahawks will get outrageous calls that don't make any sense to anybody. Even the people in New York, you'll have Dean Bailey, they're on the phone. Guys, from where I sit, that was an unnecessary call. Or actually, I don't know why Kyle didn't flag that one. You know, they go every time we play these people, there's something controversial going on. Sick of it, and I'm looking forward to happen tomorrow, just like it does every time. Win, let me calm down. I was already calmed down. Everybody had me relax. Big Win, give me some more relaxation because I know you ain't worried about the Hawks.
No, hey, Ronbo, I'm going to tell you, just like I told you about Miami, man, you worried over
I
nothing,
was.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
But now, they do get crazy calls down there in Seattle. I've been down there, I know.
Man.
But one thing I wanted to tell you that you've been saying is we got to go to Arizona. We don't got to go to Arizona. Arizona home game was in Mexico.
Was that Arizona's game? I thought that was our game.
Arizona's home game. No, we play Arizona the last game of the season at home.
Well, I feel sorry for them. They weren't appreciated in Mexico, and they're definitely not going to be appreciated in San Francisco.
Yeah, the only home game we got is Seattle and the Raiders. Washington and Arizona, we at home.
Boy.
But
I didn't know this.
I'm gonna give you my score, man.
Right.
I'm gonna give you my score. My score is I'm gonna use Purdy number backwards and forwards, 31-13.
Oh, hey, I like that. That's clever, Win. I like that. We put the 30 big on them, and the 49ers defense does what they do because their average is we don't give up 20 points a week. We did that one time, and we ain't did it since. So, you know.
Yes, sir. And another thing. Javon Kinlaw is a bust, man. I don't care what nobody says. That was the worst trade the Niners ever could have made. They should have kept Buckner.
We need to admit it.
They got rid of him for him. And the cool thing about it is they knew his knee was bad before they even drafted him.
Everybody was talking about it.
With that with the other gentleman. Yeah, they knew his knee was bad. They thought he was going to be able to heal, and be good. But no, his knee was deteriorating when he was in college.
And he's had 2 procedures.
And they knew that.
And this last one's not working. They said he cannot get that swelling to go down. So, how many months is it? How many,
Cut their ties with it, man. Yeah.
Win, though, and I know, I just feel sorry for him because he came from a really unfortunate situation as far as his family goes and how he grew up and everything. And, this is his ticket out of misery. So I know that's why that may be going into some of the thinking behind trying to be patient with him. But if his knee won't work, it won't work, fam. I really feel bad for him, though. Because I think he can play.
A lot of people grew up in poverty. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I know.
I didn't grow up in the best situation either. But, we looking out for the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he ain't working for the team.
No. And
anyway,
so I think
I'm going to let you go, man.
All right, fam. Appreciate your big win.
We'll take care. And as always, love, peace, and hair grease.
That always gets me. Big win. Take it easy out there, fam. Looking for. Hey, get back tomorrow if you got some time. All right.
Okay, I'll try. All right.
Looking forward to it. Truck drivers they're just born with a sense of humor, aren't they? Big one's got 31-13. Oh, 49 Faithful says 30 plus 10. And so 30 plus. Okay, so 49 Faithful says 30 and beyond. And the Hawks will pick up 10 points and be saying things like, I don't even know why we bothered to play him in the first place. We got 2 more guys hurt, and we're knocked out of the playoff situation. So what the hell was this for anyway? We should have just called this in. They don't need them to come down here and doing this. Hey, Josh. U12 get ready. Josh, come on in, man. We're in here talking trash about Gene D's team.
Yeah, well, I've got some unfortunate news for all the Seagull lovers there.
Well, please.
They're all forgetting. They're all forgetting, and even a lot of the 49er fans are forgetting about Dre Greenlaw, the Hawk Killer.
Yeah. Oh, he does love playing that team, doesn't he?
I don't see Seattle doing that much against us, Ronbo. I'm going to go with my score real quick. Put me down for 33, Niners, Seattle 13. And Al Woods, he's going to be out. That big-ass brick wall for the Seagulls, that guy's out. So
hey, what's Woods'
they've been having a problem.
They got another running back that's coming back tomorrow that's banged up. But is he Al Woods a running back? Is that who you're talking about?
No, he's a defensive tackle.
Oh.
He's that big guy that
hurt
was part of the tackle that hurt Trey Lance. Yeah.
Oh. That's why we know his
number
name.
99. Yeah, he's a big guy.
The dude that's like built the same as tall as he is wide. Right.
Yeah, he's like a giant brick wall. Yeah, for sure. So he's going to be out of the game tomorrow. So if they've had a problem with their running game, his Achilles.
Oh, he's the one with the Achilles.
Yeah,
that's why their run against him is so easy now. He meant more to them.
Yeah, he can't step up 3 people anymore. It's the run game's going to be happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about Brock. He's been in. People need to accept this. Okay, he's not the second coming. All right, he's not. But he knows how to handle pressure. He knows how to handle blitzes. He knows how to read. He's got experience. He has 4 seasons of starting underneath his belt, and he's been in big crowd games before. So I don't think this is going to be that big of a nerve wreck for him. the 12th man is not what the 12th man used to be. You know, it's not.
They're down to 11.
And honestly, honestly, you know, they pump a lot of fake crowd noise in there. Ronbo, they do.
And how come there's not an investigation about that? They caught the Kansas City Chiefs doing that, and they got fined big time. I figured as much.
They did do an investigation, but because it's Microsoft, you know, Microsoft is backing them and all that.
Oh,
and
God, with the tablets.
You can't touch Microsoft. Yeah.
They must love Tom Brady. How many tablets is he throwing over his shoulder at that wall behind him?
But I think, you know, I think Dre Greenlaw, I think is really going to show up. He showed up against the Bucks. You know, he had some big plays. I think he's going to, you know, put a big impression against the Seagulls this game. I think Purdy, he's going to be all right. You know, I think he might throw one interception, which is fine. You know, that's okay.
You want him to be aggressive.
No such thing as
really
a perfect quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a big, heavy run game. You know, I think, you know, we're going to clinch it up tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. You know, you don't need to be worried about it. It's going to be a battle.
It sounds good. What did you say? We're going to what tomorrow?
We're going to win. We're going to win. It's going to be 33-13.
And did you say something about closing it out? The division, it's over, right?
We're going to clinch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to sweep them. We're going to clinch it. We'll be fine.
It just
you know, there's going to be a little bit of a tense moments here and there because you know it's a division game.
And the Hawks have referees that love them. Although the refs haven't been that nice to them this year. I've seen a couple of games where they actually got cheated against the Panthers on one play, and I had to laugh. It's really.
Ronbo, I told you a couple of weeks ago before they played Tampa Bay, Geno Smith, he does this every time that he's always been a starter. He starts off hot, and then he starts going downhill, and he's starting to do that now. Their streak of magic, it's gone. Yeah. It's been over. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it.
And every year Pete Carroll runs out of running backs about the same time we do. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Every year.
Well, and you're gonna hear him chewing that gum through the TV set.
Boy, they need to mic him up. I'd love to hear what that sounds like.
Arthritis in the jaw.
God, Jesus! He said, Pete's always upset and running up and down the sideline. And I want to hear those conversations working the refs all the time. Are you sure about that call? Can we get a replay on that? Hey. Can I just have hey, and the refs usually walk away, and Pete's still straining, trying to get some words in. He's always working the officials. He's worse than Brady.
I think he's gonna retire after this year. He's getting up there in age. He's 71. He's the oldest coach in the NFL.
I know, and you know.
So he's probably gonna want to spend some time with his family and stuff. You know.
And especially if the Hawks get eliminated and ran out. I mean, he isn't. They got first round pick next year.
I believe they do from Denver.
Oh, they've got a great. He's not leaving, Josh. He's going to use that first round pick for something. People think he should move.
Maybe.
He shouldn't stick with Geno, but they're already talking about renewing Geno's contract. I don't know. But is there anybody in the draft?
No, they're not going to stick with Geno.
Because Russie Wilson's got that pick for him at what number? Shoot, they're in the top 5, right? Yeah.
You know, I can't remember. It's been so long. Ronbo.
Yeah, Denver's lost.
You know, I really try not to follow Seattle, and I hate them as much as the Cowboys. It is a big rivalry for me.
No, I was just thinking they hit bingo by trading Russie to the Broncos, who suck. You know, anyway, we'll see tomorrow, Josh. Always great to hear from you, and we'll be saying, yep, the 49ers clinched. Yeah, against the
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Josh. Yeah, G-Rod, where are the Rams? Rams, come on, man. You know, we miss you people, man. Come on, man. Jose.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Jose, man, you know, we're sitting here having a good time, you know, thinking that we have a right to have a good time. Jose, if we sweep the Hawks, we have one more game to do before we sweep the division. There's no bigger domination than not having to deal with any one of your teams more than 5-10 minutes into the half, and you already beat the entire division. When's the last time we did that, Jose? We haven't done that in I don't know how many years. Oh, God, I love that feeling. Jose, let me stop. I'm losing it. Jose, good to hear from you again.
Yeah.
It's the Hawks time.
Yeah.
What do you got planned?
Tomorrow, just probably head to Buffalo Wild Wings and enjoy the game.
Hey,
just
get the extra hot
support.
Sauce. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm over here in LA, so there's a lot of Niner fans. There's a lot of Niner fans over here.
We know. We've seen that. We love it.
Yeah.
You salute to all of the LA family. I tell you, man, we loved what you guys do in the playoff games and everything else. That was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing out here, man. We love the Niners out here. So yeah, but I think tomorrow, I think we should just take it easy. Pete Carroll has always, every time we played him, he always comes up with some trick plays.
Yep.
And he always does that against us. No other team but against us.
Right? They play the best football. They could be looking like ass cheeks, and then when we get into town, all of a sudden they can play. I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, usually in special teams too. Every time we play them, special teams is where we need to lock it down on.
Yeah,
because that's a momentum shifter. It's a momentum shifter. So let's say they're about to punt and it's a fake punt. Our defense just got out of there. Man, I just hope we just. I want to play them, but I don't want to. I'm already looking at playoffs. I just want our guys to.
Jose, we got their special teams coach from last year. I don't know who's over there now or how good their special teams is. I understand their special teams is not bad, but our special teams coach was their special teams coach last year, right? So he'll recognize when Pete Carroll's up to things. I bet you Carroll's not even going to try anything.
Yeah. No, I think right now we should just try to finesse it. Let's just play football. Let's not get too physical like I want them to, but I feel like we have the perfect amount of guys that ain't injured. Even though Debo's injured, I don't want to risk injuring any more guys. Let's wait till playoffs.
Especially playing against Hawks. If we lose anybody playing against Hawks, that's going to suck. Hey, JT says it's boneless chicken night at where you going tomorrow night. Is that right?
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah.
JT,
I don't even like.
JT, you the LA carrier?
Yeah, but my prediction for tomorrow, I think it's gonna, I think it's a perfect scenario for Brock Purdy because it's gonna be loud, it's gonna be crazy. A lot of Hawk fans are gonna be out there. They don't like beating no one but us. For some reason.
It's true.
And I think it's good. It's good for him to get that experience under his belt, just to feel that, because playoffs is going to be crazier.
Yeah.
So get that experience under his belt. He's going to be
against a hostile crowd yet. So that'll be a good for us, for all of us. And if he, if he adapts,
we haven't seen him do the silent count either.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard.
But he's been in big crowds, though. He's been playing on some teams. His teams usually got to big games, so noise might not bother him. I hope not. I don't think so.
Yeah, let's hope not. I'm liking them, and I'm just going for I'm predicting the score to be 33-17.
All right. 33-17 for Jose.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah. I think it's just sometimes we play too physical that sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot, and that's one thing I like about Brandon Ayuk is that the last game he would get the ball and instead of going head on against the cornerback, he would just go out of bounds. There's no point of it. He knows he's not Debo, Debo, I love Debo, but sometimes I'm just
Debo, he punishes everybody else, but he ends up getting punished sometimes. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's made that way, and that's good. That's good that we have other guys, Christian McCaffrey, too.
Yeah, that's his strength. Debo likes to hurt people. If you go tackle me, coming in with nothing weak, Bam!
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
told you, man. Get out to the street. So, with Debo, that's his style. It's true. And Ayuk is a finesse. Ayuk runs, great routes, Jose. The dude be smoking dudes downfield. Oh,
Yeah.
man. So,
Yeah, he's very underrated. I think he's what's keeping them alive too. He keeps the defense, honest in the backfield. And now that we have a guy that's like Brock Purdy and willing to sling it down over there,
Gotta
you
cover
know,
him.
yeah, got to cover him. I think George Kittle's gonna have a hell of a day. And I don't even know how the weather's gonna be. I'm guessing it might be raining a little, or
It's in that area. It's gonna be cold no matter what. So we may get snow. Evening too. Oh man, we'll see.
yeah. But it's one of those things. Let's see what Brock Purdy's made out of.
Yeah. Well,
I love the
he's
kid.
got
I
an
love the
attitude.
story.
Yeah, it's such an underdog of underdogs story. His position in the draft. He had to wait all year. The opportunity finally came up, and bingo, there he is. Unbelievable, and he's doing good. I love it.
He's doing awesome, man. I love it too. I love it too, man. It's all right. All right,
I'll see you
Ronbo.
tomorrow, fam. Hopefully you're right. All right.
Oh yeah. All right. Take care. All right.
You too. Hey, yo, JJ. Get in here. Hello? JJ.
What the hell was that?
that
was a good one. Whoever
that one you got that comes in always. It reminds me of Jerry Lewis. Yeah, that's him. Oh. Hey, JJ, you got a favorite team wearing those nasty uniforms again tomorrow. Hey, somebody said they're going to be in that all lime puke green tomorrow, too. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Green is not for human beings, JJ. I don't know. I had a friend once that got his car painted bought a car that color. I said, you know what? Yeah, what's up?
I can't be seen with you.
Why would you get a car? I understand, and it was a vintage car. What was that? Was that a Malibu? It was a nice looking car, but that tone of green, it was disgusting. I couldn't respect it. Oh man, come on, man! It's $20,000 worth of work on it. You gonna give me grief on the color? I know, but it ruins everything. God.
Ronbo, those jerseys are fire. What you talking about?
They're doing it to piss people off.
Hey,
I hope the 49ers do get mad and try to hurt him because of those uniform colors. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now that you bring that up, are we ever gonna wear our throwback whites at all this year?
Hey,
I haven't noticed that. We haven't worn them at all yet.
We've worn the classics more than once.
They're wearing the all whites tomorrow.
Brand.
They are wearing the all whites tomorrow.
No, but the classic '94 whites. We're in those.
Yeah, they are. They're wearing the throwback whites.
Sweet.
All right.
Love it.
Yeah, because we've been wearing the throwback red. Okay. That's good. That should antagonize the. Oh, right. You always save those for Thursday night. You do. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm not racist. Stop it.
Yes, you are. We already knew you were. You're always picking on show because he's Lithuanian. I heard about that.
Oh gosh. Speaking of show, I gotta give. I'm sorry, show didn't want me to say this, but I gotta give credit to Kako, aka Russo. Yeah. He brought up Brock Purdy about 2 years ago. Said this kid you gotta watch out for this kid. And whoever the last caller was Russo. Russo had said
Russo.
Russo or Show didn't want to give one. He didn't want me to give Russo any credit because he's a hater.
He loves to be the guy that discovers talent. I love when he does that. He picks out some gems, though. He's picked out a few that are with other clubs too. And so,
Ronbo? Show?
Oh yeah. Hey, you missed that show.
He's picked one player. And he just happens to be my favorite player on our team.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, he's done that with some other players I didn't know anything about. They're playing for other teams. Show you can run those down next time. But Fred Warner, I put a big question mark behind his name. Is Fred Warner? What school? Bring him young.
He's your blinker.
Bring him young. Doesn't have any good ball players. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, Steve Young came from Brigham Young.
Steve Young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't think he was alive when he was playing. But anyways,
That's right. That's right, Big Show. That's what he would have liked to see Young play, so he could at least get that last trophy.
well, he was old enough. He was too little.
Yeah, no comprehension skill at that time. So No, it's like Dre Greenlaw told Tom the other day. Yeah, I've been a fan of yours since I was 2, and Tom,
It's kind of insulting. I'm surprised he said that.
Right? You comprehended football.
Just say that I'm dying.
You know? But what? Hey, what did you know about football at 2 years old, JJ? That's what I'm saying. I mean, what?
Well, I was 10 the last time we won, so I was pretty comprehensible.
Well, you can understand that. But
I knew the big names. Yeah. That's. Anyways, about tomorrow. I mean, come on. Are you worried about tomorrow?
Well, after having these conversations tonight, I'm mellowed out now. But JJ, the team, man, we've lost them people before and had no business losing to them. So I'm shell shocked of that friggin' team. But Russell Wilson's not there.
The reason we lost back in the day was the Legion of Boom, and really, it's like how Green Bay was in the 90s. Like, I hated Green Bay, but then once Favre left, I realized it wasn't Green Bay I hated. It was really Favre I hated. I can't stand Russell Wilson. I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's having a horrible time right now.
And isn't it wonderful? That is just wonderful. Somebody must have put a curse on him, because, I mean, he's had the worst year ever. And, I mean, guys, he's lowest in the league just about. He's 85 rated, a ranking of 8. His rating is 85. He's not even near 90 or 100. My God, Russ. How much money did he get paid?
I've never seen a player. What, $250 million? No, I don't know. I really don't know. But man. So, but tomorrow, me and Michelle, we're gonna watch it. I ain't worried about nothing. I really am not worried, Ronbo. I think we're gonna destroy them.
Okay, honestly, I gotta say, what's gonna be your score then?
First of all, I'm a Jimmy guy, but if Brock continues the way that he is, wouldn't that be some shit? All the Jimmy haters and all the Trey haters both lose, and the third string quarterback wins the Super Bowl for it.
And what does everybody do now?
Oh,
I will segue to that kid. I'm all about winning. I do not, Jimmy, I love you, man, but if they can't afford you anymore, what do they come up with? If this kid's going to do this, we're going to have to like him. So, but anyway, hey, JJ, what do you got for score? Because we wouldn't run out of time.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead and finish that point, though.
I think they're going to – oh, okay. Well, you've always been fair, Ronbo, just like I have. You just want to win. And at this point, I would like to keep Brock and Jimmy, but it is what it is. You spend a lot on Trey. It has to be Jimmy that gets let go. It really does.
It probably will be.
If Brock ends up – if he continues this way, I don't care. Shit, keep winning. That's all I care about. My score, I think they're going to get –
Go ahead.
I think we're going to put at least 35 on them, and they're probably going to get a garbage time safety, so 35-2.
You didn't give a field goal. It's a 2.
I said garbage time safety.
Because Brock tripped over Trent Williams in front of him and with the end zone, and our Seahawks just happened to be in the vicinity.
It's going to be Josh Johnson. It's not going to be Brock.
Hey, that can't be Brock. Let me be Johnny. It's Josh. All right, fam. Let me see you tomorrow. JJ, you rolling down the road right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy out there. Yo, JJ. Have a great night, fam. There he goes. Oh. Well, here he comes. He's getting ready to tell you about the fact of the matter is y'all got away this year. But make no mistake, the Rams will rise up from the ashes like a phoenix and come and take what's theirs. Mike, am I echoing some of the things you're thinking?
Yo, Ronbo, you might be like Cleo, a psychic. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Baker Mayfield, Offensive Player of the Week. That's the genius of Sean McVay. That's what Sean McVay does. He puts talent together and makes it happen. You know, we're going to take care of Mr. Rogers. The Rams are going to win out all their games, and next year,
this year,
we got a second round
win out from
pick.
here? 4 games? 3-4 games?
Oh, yeah. We're going to run the house. We got a 2% chance to make the playoffs, by the way. We're not done yet. I'll take the 2%. It don't matter. We'll take that.
This shit. Hey, where did you get that number from?
Oh, did a little bit of research. You can look at it. 2%.
Listen,
keep in mind, everybody's saying Rams are done. Really? Skoranek is starting to ball out. He's developing. Atwell is already a better route runner than Debo. Super fast. We got Cooper Kupp Robinson coming back. We ain't going anywhere.
Is Kupp coming back this year?
Nah. We're going to save him for next year.
You said you had.
But like I said now, here's my concerns for the 49ers.
Okay.
Question for you. You're an ex-ball player. You know oblique injury is no joke. The fact that Kyle's telling you, like, oh, yeah, he can play. I don't know about that. To throw the ball.
You need to twist at the torque.
You cannot have that injury.
You got to torque at the waist area. You know, if he says – he sounded as in his press conferences if he's not in that much pain. I don't know what Kyle may want to take it easy on him. And then again, it may not take – he could take a break and a long break since we're off after this week for a long time and let Josh and Johnson go in there and do the dirty work because we're going to run the ball all day anyway.
Well, now here's the other problem. Now Kyle, like a bonehead, ruined Debo. Now you can't use him as a decoy. You double Brandon Ayuk. Who you throwing the ball to?
Well, you still got now you got Kittle running around out there, and also you got you can't really double Ayuk. You know, as long as you got Christian McCaffrey on the field, you're going to run out of bodies to double up on people on. You take the worst weapons, but you can only do that to 2 players maximum, right? Because you run out of ball players, and it's
don't
not
you
feel
CMC's being overused by Kyle?
You know, honestly, it worries me, but he does his best work when he's being used a lot. I just don't.
Between the tackles?
Well, I don't want to run the ball, but I mean, passing, coming out of the backfield. He could run sweeps and things like that, but Kyle doesn't seem to want him to do that. He does run between the tackles a lot. So, yeah, all of us feel that way. Every 49er fan that's watching holds their breath every time Kyle runs him from scrimmage like that. You want him to get out.
Debo, he got run between the tackles, and he got lucky. He wasn't out for a long time.
Yeah, but Kyle said he didn't call that play.
I don't think he's going to be 100% all year. Those are kind of injuries, you know. Yeah, he'll be back by week 17. I don't know about that. You know, Kyle, he messed up. Jerry Rice was correct. He called him out, and Kyle tried to say, "Oh, I didn't call that play. I tried to stop it." Come on.
You know what though? The play wasn't designed to run up where Debo turned that ball upfield. Debo, he's an instinctive runner. He may have saw something, and if he did, Debo's famous for getting them long runs. He makes his own calls out there, so Debo hadn't said anything yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, and now here's my concerns with Purdy. Now, you do realize you guys beat a injured Bucs team with third-string cornerbacks. And that
Vita Vea was missing,
Brandon Ayuk wasn't really like Baker Mayfield or Jefferson. You know, it wasn't a rocket launcher throw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you didn't like that one to McCaffrey?
It was all right. You know, it wasn't a Baker Mayfield throw, though. But, you know, he don't got that long ball, man. He make Jimmy Garoppolo look like Dan Marino, to be honest with you.
Listen, I want to get back to your 2% chance of making the playoffs. Now, see, I really enjoyed that. See, that's why I like you so much, because, you know, you be coming up with some great comedy. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to pray for y'all for your 2% to make it into the playoffs. And hopefully
we get in the playoffs, we're going to run the table. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now.
Finally, bro, we got to go.
He's always...
You're
He's
one of the
always
few
cooking
Rams.
it up. Rams Nation, empire on the rise.
Y'all keep rising. You better hurry up, though. I'm going to tell you what. Margaret Pro, I'll be back tomorrow if you got time. Have a great night. wouldn't even said that. Mr. Black Eye says 33-9 Niners. Be lucky to be getting field goals. See doo-doos. You know, 2% chance. It's just making my day. You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't it be funny if they did get it somehow? I don't know how his math even gives him 2. Oh, we can check back in on the dark one. Z, are you available? Z, the dark one is here. Oh. All right. We got to wrap it up here pretty quick. Hey, Bryant.
Hey, Ronbo, how are you tonight?
Bryant, you and I both know the anxieties, the frustrations, the things that leave lingering effects upon a human being. And you know how I feel right now. Now, everybody said everything I really appreciate hearing. You won't find, other than yourself, me and maybe a couple others, concerned about the Hawks. So I'm letting it go. Just gradually, just let it go. Let it go. I'm not scared. But how about you?
I'm not scared either, but I want to ask you, whether or not people think I'm a clown or not, I don't really care. But did you hear if the Niners lose this game, we have to paint the Golden Gate Bridge green?
Wasn't that you? Did you tell me about that yesterday? We have to paint it what color?
Come on, isn't that silly? And if we win, we can go paint the Space Needle red and gold.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, how about that?
So the Niners are like what? The Niners are like what? 18-30 versus the Seahawks, and everybody wants to say it's just Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
No, it's not Russell Wilson. Remember Mike Holmgren? Remember Sean Alexander?
Yep.
Remember Matt Hasselbeck?
Yep. What's that wide receiver? What's that wide receiver name?
Oh my God! We've had too many times. See, everybody wants to forget about it too. Like the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl against the Steelers. The Seahawks went to the Super Bowl against the Steelers. The Cardinals went to the Super Bowl. The Rams went to the Super Bowl. The Niners were the one team that didn't make it to the Super Bowl out of the NFC for like the longest. And then, 2011, 2012, we start, winning.
Hey, wait a minute. What about the Cardinals? Hey, Bryant, have the Cardinals been to the Super Bowl yet?
Didn't the Cardinals go to the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner?
That was with the Rams. Oh, wait a minute.
Against the
you're right.
Steelers?
He came right back to the. That's right, huh? That was
I'm
Kurt.
telling you, all the NFC West opponents went to the Super Bowl.
It's embarrassing.
The Niners were like that one team. We had Alex Smith. Then we finally got onto a roll, and then like the quarterback change happened and we made it to the Super Bowl, and then Seahawks still beat us. And Russell Wilson came into the effect. And everybody was like, it's that green leprechaun. It's not the leprechaun. It's Seattle. We have to just go up there and we just have to it's going to be several years. It's not just this game. It's going to be several years. It's 30 to what, 18, Ronbo? That's our overall record.
It's lopsided. It is definitely lopsided.
Oh my God. So I am totally hoping, and my prediction is 29-3. 49ers are going to go in and win. I think our defense is good enough to win. I think even if we put Josh Johnson into the game, we still have a good enough team to win. 29-3. I think that was like the score. One of the games where we just got. Man, there's just so many games where we just got blown out in Seattle. So for people to be like, "Oh, it's just Seattle," no, you guys got the 12th man. They have the noise factor. They pump in the sound. And if anybody remembers, and I think I shot you the videos, but the Raiders played Seattle a couple weeks ago in Seattle. The player ran out on the field. There was 12 guys on the field, and they didn't get a penalty. The refs don't call penalties for the Seahawks.
But let a Raider have ran out there.
And it's not just us either, Ronbo. The ref game, when all the refs are on strike, the Seahawk game against Aaron Rodgers, the Packers caught that ball. And what happened? They said, "Oh no, he wrestled it away from him." And then what happened after that? The next week, the regular refs came back out. They said, "Oh, strike's over. No, There's something funky about Seattle. I hate Seattle. I hate the fact that the Seahawks fans were throwing Skittles at Navarro Bowman after he tore his knee up. I'll never look at Seahawks. I'll never look at Skittles the same way again. I'm telling you,
I never ate him. I don't like him anyway. Yeah. So
It's just one of those things. So.
Yeah. And remember that how
Ronbo,
Megatron got
man.
cheated when they in the back of that end zone, and that cost them that game. And I said, that's written. That is in the book, and you refs still would not enforce.
It's something about the league. Maybe they're getting a little bit of money. I don't know what's going on, but the refs in Seattle have like a favoritism. And if anybody hasn't seen it before, it's been taken down off of YouTube. It's been put back on YouTube. But go back, watch the championship game against the Seahawks. It's called NFL Rigged. It'll show you all the calls we didn't get in that game. It'll show you how Russell Wilson had 60 seconds off the play clock, and there was no flag. So there's all these, and it's not just against the Niners either, but that's just one example. So, Ronbo, when you and me are because I feel like we're like brothers here in the same sense, you're my soul spirit or some shit like that, do you understand? Like the Seahawks are no joke. And I don't care.
You gotta bury them.
We have 10 wins against them. We have to beat them every time. So, okay, I predict our overall record for the season is 12-5.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
If we lose a game, it's going to be the Seahawks or the Raiders. I said it. But I hope we go in tomorrow night. And we beat the Seahawks. If we don't, if we do,
don't even entertain that thought. I know what you're thinking. I'm reading your mind. We got to go.
West champion. NFC West champion.
Yes.
If Minnesota loses, we'll be in the second seed. Ronbo, thanks for having me on. And
always a pleasure.
I'll talk to you real soon.
Looking forward to it, Brian. Have a great night.
Everybody stay faithful and root for the Niners tomorrow night. All right, go Niners.
Here he goes. Brian, the man that shares my pain. Night, Brian. Venancio. Antolin. Venancio, thank you, fam. It's the only man that's as funny as marketing pro. It's Rudy. Rudy says, regular season empire. This ain't the year either. Thanks for that contribution. Rudy, you got a lot of nerve, boy. I tell you what, because you just won one time out of how many times, and you still got bunched. You got to, Santana. Boom, 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 boom.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing? It's been a while.
Hey, that's Santana. How you been doing, man?
Good, man. How you been, man?
Doing all right till we got to this game, because I had a feeling I didn't know what to expect really with this last game against the Bucs, to be honest. But I didn't think automatically we got real problems. But with this game coming up now, Santana, the history we have with this team, and being better than them doesn't mean jack. I really, but it is Russell Wilson mostly. So Santana, are you comfortable? Are you okay? You relaxed, feeling like no problem, or what?
Yeah, this weekend, this past weekend, I went to a Niner game and I saw Purdy live, and I have confidence in Purdy, man. Yeah. And I think this team is going to be okay, Ronbo. I think we're going to go to Seattle and we're going to handle business. And there's nothing more to it, Ronbo. I just think we are the better team. Our defense has been shutting down every offense.
Absolutely. They got one position that they can say they're better than us or even equal, and that's wide receiver. After that, they have nothing better than we do.
I could see them working on quick games, a quick passing game, to kind of neutralize our D-line. But
Gino does not have that talent. He can't throw it. He might try.
We have Fred Warner, we have Greenlaw, so good luck with that, So I just feel like, our defense has been doing a great job this past couple of weeks, holding down teams to no more than a touchdown.
Less than 60 yards rushing. Nobody over 60 yards rushing and less than 20 points a week. We don't give up nothing.
I think we're gonna go up there, Rumble. We're gonna run the ball heavy, and we're gonna play defense very well. And I think we're gonna pull the win. I just and on Thursday nights, every game's low scoring, so I don't see this being a super high score game. I think for me, my score is gonna be
pickoffs.
What was that?
You remember sometimes it's about the mistakes. You got Hufunga out there picking off Geno.
Oh yeah.
Dre Greenlaw he's got a fever about picking things off. Look out for Jimmy Ward and also Fred Warner. I got to get mine too.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's gonna be a 24-10 game for a Niner. We're gonna win 24-10.
The Tyler Lockett. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Rombo. We got this. This. We better win, Rombo. That's for sure, damn sure. And we do have the team to do it. And like I said, Brock Purdy, man, he made some nice plays, and he did it 2 times in 2 weeks in a row. So
yeah,
that should stand for something, And so Rombo,
he's got my vote. The boy can play. So we're going to find out. If the only thing is different now, he's going to be traveling to hostile territory. And does he still hold up okay? That's going to be his test. But you know what? I think he passes it. All right, Phil.
Yeah, I think he will. I think this is really good. All right, Rombo, you have a good one, man.
You too. That's Santana. Good to hear from you.
Later, man.
And Merrick. Merrick.
Hey, Ronbo. Sorry, I muted myself.
No, it's okay. All right, Merrick, give me a little bit. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
Well, I am a tiny bit worried that Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey are both listed as questionable for tomorrow. So it does concern me a tiny bit.
You and me both.
I think if they don't play, it's going to be a lot harder to beat the Seahawks. But one thing no one is talking about is that if we do beat the Seahawks, we could rest our starters for 3 weeks because we already have clinched the division and the number 3 seed.
So
it would be a great time to get healthy.
Clinch. Yeah. Well, yeah, some guys get to rest now, and that's a good thing for us. So,
yeah. And I don't think we're going to get any higher than the number 3 seed because the Vikings, they play the Colts, the Giants, the Packers, and the Bears as their next 4 games. So.
Okay, they got to. Jesus. One of those teams is going to beat them, though. The Vikings are strange. They lost a game that I would have never imagined in a million years they were going to lose. The Bears are going to beat them.
Yeah, I think it would probably be the Packers or the Giants, maybe.
Jesus, the Giants are done. They're too hurt. Yeah, they got too many guys hurt, and they can't stop. What's his name? Jefferson. Dang.
Well, Justin Jefferson is their whole offense. You take Justin Jefferson out, then they fall apart.
Rick, that's how you beat the Vikings. Just take care of Jefferson, and they seem to be just an average team without him. He's out there making all them circus catches, and they're always way down around the goal line. So, that's the game plan against him. If I'm a defensive coordinator, all right, listen, guys, we're going to make the rest of these guys beat us, but we're not going to let Jefferson get started.
Yeah, it's funny to me that the Vikings are 10-2, but they have a negative -1 differential. They're the worst 10-2 team I've ever seen.
I mean, 10-2, and wait a minute, they didn't get 11 yet? Did they just lose the other day?
No, they're 10-2. Or no, they're 10-3. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say because we're 1 game behind them, and it's week 4-15. Yeah, so they have to be at least that. Okay,
my bad.
See that? They got to lose 1 more. And we need to keep winning because we got better percentage. And if we win the division, we get the nod. If we end up tied up, we could do this, Merrick. Merrick, what are you looking at as a score for tomorrow, though?
Well, I'll give you 2 predictions. If Purdy plays, I think we'll win 35-10 or 35-3. And if Purdy doesn't, I think it'll be 21-10.
You think Johnson's going to play tomorrow, maybe?
I don't know. Purdy's still questionable, so I'm giving
Oh,
it
you mean as
two
far as
just in
that's
case.
true. You know what? Kyle's going to want to see if he can protect him from any further injury too. It's not a given. You're right. It's Thursday night. He's 22. He's not even 22. How old is Purdy? He just came into the league no matter what.
He's 22.
Yeah, he just got into the NFL.
He's 22.
Okay. You don't want him to
Same
be
age as
out
me.
there. Yeah, the thing is, rooks their bodies aren't really. It takes them a couple of years to get adapted to the NFL schedule. That's a long season. Although he's been out, he's been resting the whole time as far as game time. But I mean, you don't want to subject him to any more than you have to. I think you're right. I think Johnson plays tomorrow. It is possible.
So hopefully Purdy wins, we win, and then Purdy and then other starters can just rest if they're like mildly hurt because the games don't matter as much.
Because I wish Purdy could play because I'd love to see him get 3 in a row. But I think Shannon, if he's not completely satisfied with putting him out there that he's ready, he's not going to let him play. I mean, we'll see. All right, Rick. I'm going to have to wrap up.
Biggest thing about oblique injuries.
Yeah, I know, because a
Biggest thing about oblique
quarterback,
injuries
when
is
they
just
throw,
pain management. That's it.
Yeah, I know, but that's still asking a lot. They throw, it's the hip and the torque from your core. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I guess they'll make a judgment call on it between now and tomorrow. All right, fam. Yeah. We're gonna go because I'm gonna have to pull out of here shortly. In fact, now. So let me see you. Let me see you tomorrow. Okay.
All right,
man. Have a great night. And Junior Romero's a sea of red tomorrow, Ronbo. Be ready. Because Junior, the thing is, we've never had a whole lot of guys in that stadium. AB Colts fan. We haven't seen him in a long time. I mean, a long time.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ronbo, listen. Remember that night where I came on this call?
Yeah.
Just a normal Colts fan, probably the first you've ever had on your podcast.
Absolutely.
And then we beat you guys.
And only.
Remember, after that, we have been trash, Ronbo. Gosh.
You'd have had too many. How many quarterbacks?
I've not seen this team alive.
AB, I don't know what you guys can do. You got a great team, personnel-wise. What happened to T.Y. Hilton? Why is he going to play for the Cowboys?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about my team, Ronbo. It's rough. It's rough over there.
I feel bad for you.
It's really rough.
You can send Buckner back.
I do
if
want
you
to talk about Seahawks and Niners, though.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about that game.
Go right ahead.
Yeah? I
No,
do.
I'm
And
listening.
I think, yeah. No, sorry, Ronbo, but I think you guys should have a fair shot at that game. My dad's a Niners fan, so I'm cheering his team on because they actually, the Niners actually, they have a shot to win the Super Bowl right now with, Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
But going into this game, I want to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of Purdy, his first road game? Do you think he'll be uncomfortable at first? Seattle, they have an enclosed stadium, so the noise stays in.
Yeah,
But how do you
echo's
think
louder.
that's going to work out for him?
You know what?
Yeah.
He's so cool, calm, and he's under control at all times, it would appear. I don't see him reacting to it. I see him going out there and just doing the Brock Purdy. I really do. And I don't think they're going to phase him. I think he still goes out and does the same thing he does the last couple of weeks. And he's seen better defenses this last couple of weeks than he's going to see tomorrow. So you know what? The Hawks got to be awfully noisy to shake him off his rock. We'll see.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it'll be an awesome game. I think the Seattle Seahawks run defense, statistically, they are not good,
they're in
Ronbo.
trouble.
And you definitely just need to see that. If Jimmy G was in this place, oh my gosh, I would not. It would be a harder game because Jimmy Garoppolo, him and his turnovers that he has in Seattle, it's not good. But with Brock Purdy, I hope he takes care of the ball. All he needs to do is really be the game manager, and you guys run with Mason. I think you guys will run away with this game. But the only way you guys lose this game if you guys honestly beat yourselves, and that's the only way you guys lose this game. I really see it.
Yeah, that's well. I hate to say it. The officials always seem to find a way to play a role in these games every time we go there. There's some outrage. You know what? I'll never get over this call. I talk about it all the time. In 2019 playoffs, playoffs, pretty much a situation where it is a playoff atmosphere. 49ers, Seahawks, in their house. If we win, they're the wild card. If they win, we're the wild card. We got a play going. There's one of our offensive linemen is downfield too far blocking. They called illegal man downfield or something like that. The dude had nothing to do with the play. He was so far away from the play, you needed the binoculars to see him. And they called that foul. I was livid. So these are the kind of things, and there's been many more. So, we'll see. It can't be close. Anyway, you know what? I tell you what, because I got to wrap it up here. You want to give a score? If you have a prediction, what do you think?
Sure. No, I'll give a score right away before I leave. I think it'll be a tight game. I think it'll be a really good game at first. I think at first it'll be close, but I actually think you guys go blast away with this one. I think it'll be around 31-16, 31-13 around there. It will be close at first, but then, later on you guys it'll be obvious who the better team is. But I'll see you later, Ronbo. I haven't been here in a while, but have a good night. Hope you guys.
Good to hear from you. Say hello to your dad for me, the real 49er fan.
All right, thank you. Have a good night, Ronbo.
All right, you too. And Ronbo Sajic. Ronbo, this kid's getting big. Need that chance. JJ, you're at it again. Tony, come on in, Tony.
Ronbo, good evening.
Well, Tony, as you know, we're playing the Hawks, and I'm Mr. Worrywart, and people have made me feel silly, but this has come from years of everything coming in the game too many times saying we're gonna beat the hell out of it. We got this, and of course after the game we didn't have nothing. Tony, what do you think? Should I? Am I? Because I know you're observer of the entire league. Do I need to be concerned?
Ronbo, I think y'all should run the ball down their throats.
Oh, I know that's going to be the case no matter what.
We got 247 on them. Cordell Patterson, 161. Josh Jacobs got 228 on them by himself. Carolina ran for 161 on them last week. And here's the kicker, Ronbo. All three of those games were in Seattle.
12th man at all, didn't care.
Yes, sir. Ronbo, you had me laughing. You said last week, and you said brought it up tonight. You said you got the Seahawks-itis.
Yeah.
You said you sleep standing up like a horse.
Oh yeah, because it's uncomfortable. I can't relax. Tony, they've owned us for such a long time.
Oh my goodness.
It's just really painful.
Well, yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why they call it the present.
Oh, I like that. I got to remember that. I like that one.
Yes, sir. I'll tell it to you anytime you want. Forget about the past. Y'all going to take care of business. One of the YouTube publications, Gold House Sports, has you guys winning 26-20. Now, I know you don't like that 20.
Oh, that means my defense quit. Just all the way fell apart. Dang.
That's what they said, so I don't know.
What's the name of that site?
Gold House.
Gold House.
They do predictions, stuff like that. Yeah, on YouTube.
Damn.
Yep, Gold House Sports.
Well.
But I don't know, Ronbo. I don't see that because that over-under is only 43.5.
Yeah, so they're already over right there. Barely.
Yep. Seahawks,
more than barely, 40.
at home, I'm looking here, we put up 27 on them in Seattle.
Yeah. How many did you, wait a minute, you put up 37. How was the score of your game?
27-23. See,
you guys had a tendency to almost win. Your team is going to be, next year you guys should be ripe and ready.
We were winning the whole game on the nose. And then in that third quarter, when Grady Jarrett sacked Geno Smith, the fourth quarter we sacked him 3 more times. Put it away.
He holds the ball too long.
Yes.
waiting for his guys to get
He's
deep
not a runner.
downfield. You know, do that tomorrow.
Yep. But teams have. Carolina ran on them with Devontae Foreman and Chuba Hubbard last
With
week.
ease.
They ran for 161 on them.
With ease.
So I know y'all looked at that film. I know y'all did.
I watched that. I watched that game twice. I said, look. Every time they get around the corner, that's why I said, look at that. He looks like a darker complexion McCaffrey. If McCaffrey gets around that corner, the Hawks, it's gonna be a long day. And they consistently couldn't seal the edges. So okay, this looks.
I know your coaches looked at the Las Vegas film again with Josh Jacobs smoking for 228 by himself.
I don't Jordan Mason can pull that off. I don't want McCaffrey doing that, but Mason, I believe it's ready for him. I believe he can do that.
And run Tevin Coleman too, Ronbo. He'll get you 50.
Yeah, if Kyle let him play,
he's got breakaway speed.
And one thing about Coleman, with the Panthers, Coleman loves to play against the Panthers. Maybe this is a kind of defense that he could do the same number. So Kyle's probably thinking that way too. He want at least one veteran. He's not going to run 2 rookies.
Yeah, the last 2 games Seattle played at home, they gave up 30 last week. Carolina, and 2 weeks ago, they gave up 40.
See,
at home. Yep.
Yet they shut the Hawks pretty much off. That score was not as bad as that game was. Carolina owned that game from beginning to end.
They sure did. They made Sam Darnold look all pro.
I know, right? Darnold's running for yards and everything else out there. Tony, did you give me a score just now? Or you give me the that YouTube channel?
That was the
score?
Goat House score. I got it. I think y'all gonna beat them 27-10.
Yeah,
y'all defense is balling.
Yes, that's why I don't see them scoring a whole lot.
Smith and put them on the ground. He's gonna start making mistakes. Because remember, Geno Smith also threw 2 interceptions against us.
Yeah,
after we started hitting them.
He threw 2 more against the Panthers. This is why I couldn't understand when he announced it. And Geno Smith hasn't thrown but 6 INTs all year. I said, really? Well, he threw 2 that yesterday or Sunday, so we're gonna see what he throws tomorrow.
Heat on him. You gotta put that heat on him.
Yeah, he hates that.
But they got them 2 rookie tackles, and that rookie right tackle, Abraham Lucas Ronbo. I told you all year. I love that kid.
I know.
He might make the Pro Bowl this year. He's nasty.
Damn.
But y'all handled him the first game.
Yeah. I just worry about that guy Wallen and that speed and all that size. Well, Tony, I'm gonna go and be back tomorrow and see what we got here. This game should be fun.
Yeah, I'll catch the game on replay because I don't have Amazon Prime. I'm not. I got DirecTV Sunday tickets, so I'm not getting Prime also. I'll catch the replay though.
I don't blame you. The NFL is just people doing that too. All right, Tony. Have a great night.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. All right, night. All right, fam. All right, there it is. I'll be in your face at your place for a Thursday night. That should be Buffalo Wild Wings, That's a good idea. Anyway, fam, have a great night. Thanks for the contributions. Always appreciated, fam. Please hit the likes. It's embarrassing. People say, man, you got this many people in here. How many likes you got, man? You got 300-400 people in here. You got 5-6 likes. I'm just kidding. We get more likes. So many people want to come in and just hating on me, and then they just keep watching, though. So, fam, and please subscribe, because here's the thing. We have fun all the time. I don't care what anybody says. Even when we're losing, we're having a good time. Especially when people like Marketing Pro call in and talk about a 2% chance to make the playoffs. That made my week. Fam, see you tomorrow. Niners! Clinching tomorrow.